large remarks. See Jamaica as this S-hole country. So the S must now be flushed in Jamaica. These are the questions that we all must ask ourselves. I speak truth to power. No matter who the guy is, the fireman burns.
My life now here.
All right. Conrad, let me just ask you the final question because I know that you might be struck for time. But since I have you, so I have to use you up, Conrad. Go with me and get up higher. All right.
Magnitsky, you're doing such a fantastic job.
Yeah, man.
And I appreciate what you're doing. And let me just pause to hail up our friend and brother, BOLO.
Yes.
And I'm echoing the same sentiments that you're echoing to say, listen, people, support BOLO and his platform. And we have to work in tandem. This is not basically a man basically want to capture this part of the audience, just be himself, right? Support each other.
Exactly.
It is here and put it out there. And one of the things that we also have to do is to ensure that we don't cause too much confusion in terms of timing when we're on and so on. And I think we have a nice little spread, however,
Yes, exactly. Yeah. All right. So let me just ask you the final question. Just to get your thought process where this is concerned.
Why big up the fireman, Conrad, respect and manners. We just start my life on the 5, when it comes to the timing, boy, that kind of rough. Cause a whole heap of within nice space. And it's gonna be hard to say, all right, this a time, that time. And me really appreciate the shout out. Me not tell no lie. You understand what I say? Respect to Conrad O'Brien. But I want to go back to something I say a while ago. At the end of something. Zine. And for those that are just coming in, please remember to like and share the video, ladies and gentlemen. Conrad O'Brien says something right or so. Conrad O'Brien says something right or so. I have to really react to, ladies and gentlemen. Honestly. Let's listen to Mr. Conrad O'Brien here. This is very significant in terms of the deal that Jamaica has with the United States in regards to the TSN. You said something a while ago that and he's basically confirming, right? So let's listen to it.
That Philly who can be compared, a little of Michael, a little of Norman here. And I tell you why I believe that there is a possibility there as well. Because, for example, even the land issue, can you just imagine, had the PNP won the election, how many people would be in receipt or on board, which is the population. And I think that's where it's at. I don't know that a lot of people may have their little issues here and there, but I believe that issues here and there. But I believe that majority, the vast majority, who is saying, listen, they need a little bit more strike agency and so on. I think they're genuine and they really love Market G and really interesting to see the People's National Party move forward. That's my take on it, Mr. Because I've spoken to these people on a daily basis, on a year and off year and so on. But as I said before, you'll have those little Nisi and those people who, because you never have 100%,
Yes.
So I was wanted to say that. I was wanted to say that. So we can now move on to what is happening, my brother.
Yes. Well, I mean, hold on before you go, Conrad. Yes. I just want to ask something, but I'm very much glad for the input as it relates to people, right, wanting to see, right, they wanted to see a PNP government in power, and in terms of the ways that they suggest that they believe that, okay, all right, Mark Golding should insert himself, you understand, whatever, right? Then okay, it's okay. But Conrad, let me ask you a question, Conrad.
Just before you ask, put it this way: the people want to see a good government in Jamaica,
Yes.
government in Jamaica, and based on the history of the PNP, when you analyze it, they believe that when you look at the two parties, the best option is certainly the People's National Party, and they believe that the man to really give that feeling who can be compared a little of Michael, a little of Norman, a little of PJ, a little of Sister P, and a little of Peter Phillips, all packaged in one.
Yes.
Mark Jefferson Golden. So all in all, the people believe that the time, and right now people are really literally tearing out their hair,
Yes.
pinching themselves to say, oh my God, based on the proposal that this man put forward.
Yes.
When you even look, for example, even the land issue, can you just imagine, had the PNP won the election, how many people would be in receipt or on the way of receipt for titles? Who, generation after generation, have been on Crown Land? Because the proposal was certainly for Crown Land to be moved from 60 years to 25 years. So that in itself, Mystic.
You know, I tell people, you know, as goal, what's up? I tell people, you know, if the PNP had won the election, what people would have witnessed was the greatest transfer of wealth from the government, the state, to regular citizens of Jamaica. Because when you have land, you know, it's a whole different ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, man. You're talking about generational wealth. Something you can pass on to your children. A container home can't do that. A container home is not something tangible to pass on. So you guys better be careful with the JLP I talk about them want put you guys in modular homes. Alright? Be careful. Let's continue.
And listeners, viewers, would have been a game changer.
Yes, so true, Conrad, so true. I really do agree with that. But let me ask you something as it relates to what sort of seems to be concerning as it relates to 10,000 non-Jamaican being processed.
For me, guys.
And they are going to be processed in terms of the general
Today's Friday, show some love.
population, which is very concerning.
Yo, today's Friday, show some love to the Super Chat. Show some love to the Cash App. Show some love to the Zelle. Show some love, ladies and gentlemen. Let's continue.
There is a possibility there, and I tell you why I believe that there is a possibility there as well, because when you look at the fact that these people will have to basically get documentation, and as a result of that, they now will have to get a Jamaican passport. Now, if you can be the holder of the Jamaican passport, then certainly you have to be naturalized, and if you're naturalized, then you could very well find yourself on the voters list. So all in all, Mystic, it's a whole lot of things, and as I said elsewhere, that I believe that this should die in the water. It should not be allowed to happen. And hence, and I'm going to say, hence I believe the people of Jamaica should be on the streets of Jamaica and send the clearest signal that ricochet from Jamaica to Washington. We should never ever acquiesce to this. This is a payday, however lucrative it is for whomever. We should not accept.
Okay.
Never ever accept it.
The next thing,
It's fraught with so many dangers.
okay, the next thing I want to speak to you about is the encroachment on our sovereignty. Conrad, as it relates to, look, we have a weak economy. We have seen our trade deficit, right, continues to increase, right, because the lack of innovation to stimulate the economy. So let me ask you, as it relates to the situation as we see poverty increase, our healthcare sector, right, being deteriorating, right, and so having that 10,000 people, right, who for whatever protracted period that they are going to be phased into the system, isn't that going to be an additional pressure on a healthcare system that is falling apart? What say you on it?
What's up, baby?
And an education system, everything will
Everything.
come. I say this to you. This week, the Magnitsky school down there in St. Elizabeth, through the region and through its principal, reported that 50% of its grade 11 cohort have not returned to school since Hurricane Melissa. They cannot find them. They cannot find their parents either. And when they try to place phone calls to them, their number is certainly ringing without answer or not available anymore. Therefore, one can easily deduce that this continues as a result of people still looking up in the sky when they go into a and the amount of brutal tarpaulin that is all over the place. To say that, and I'm saying all of this to agree with you that yes, indeed, it's a resounding yes, that any move to bring these people in is going to put pressure on our system left, right, and center. And that allow me, my brother and friend, Mr.
Yes.
To say to you that I believe the people of Northeast Manchester, the parish of my birth, should basically declare the member of parliament for that constituency, Audrey Marks, pursue on the non-voter, because she, based on what we heard and what we read from the original communique in the former old lady of North Street, the Gleaner, because of course, you know, they are now housed at Linders Road at the RJR building. They're no longer at North Street, which is a part of the pressure that the economy is presently undergoing.
Sure.
Can you imagine?
Yes.
The Gleaner is no longer at North Street, but because of consolidation, because the economy is basically dwindling and the revenue is not there to sustain, right? So the Gleaner basically carried out a story that, you know, it was basically put out there by a Jamaican government official, and we were asking the question, who could this be? Certainly Fitzjackson and people like myself and others who have been pushing the question. However, Fitz asked in the parliament directly to the minister and deputy prime minister, Horace John. Horace John answered firmly and defensively to say that this was all begun by the United States government. Now, the embassy of in Jamaica, that is under the auspices of Mr. Renner now, because the ambassador is not there here, right? Let me hear Mr. Renner interviewing the other day. And they said they came out swiftly to say that this indeed did not started with the American government. It started by Audrey Marks. Now, if you are so...
What the hell? Oh my God, no way,
Swiftly, I interviewed Mr. Renner now because the ambassador is not there here, right? Let me hear Mr. Renner interviewing the other day. And they said they came out swiftly to say that this indeed did not started with the American government. It started by Audrey Marks. No.
Help, we see out of the
We
letter.
need your divine intervention. We're tired of the labor rights. We're tired of the green people. We are so far. We can't take it no more. We need this. We need this. We need it. Help. Help. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Psalm 45. God is our refuge and strength. Is a liberator.
Jamaica, when I hear this, Mr. Conrad O'Brien, fireman, Jesus of mercy, Father God, let me digest that one a little bit there. It is confirmed, ladies and gentlemen, that Audrey Marks was indeed the individual that initiated talks with the American government about bringing individuals, these individuals that, let me let you know here how Marco Rubio described the individuals. For context, let me let you know here now how we describe the individuals for context. Alright? Give me a second. Only a second, ladies and gentlemen. Short videos. Listen to this.
And they'll be free to move around.
We are actively searching for other countries to take people from third countries. So we are actively, not just El Salvador, we are working with other countries to say, we want to send you some of the most despicable human beings to your countries. We send you some of the most despicable human beings to your countries. We want to send you some of the most despicable human beings to your country. We want to send you some of the most despicable human beings to your countries. Will you do that as a favor to us? And the further away from America, the better, so they can't come back across the border. I'm not apologetic about it. We are doing that. The president was elected to keep America safe and to get rid of a bunch of perverts and pedophiles and child rapists out of our country.
That means
The president was elected to keep America safe and to get rid of a bunch of perverts and pedophiles and child rapists out of a bunch of perverts and pedophiles and child rapists out of our a bunch of perverts and pedophiles and child rapists out of our country.
What can go so?
And these people are gonna come into Jamaica and just roam freely. You heard the individuals that he said. And you're telling me, RJ Marks, that you initiated this conversation with the USA government. Obviously, you must have gotten some type of word from the Prime Minister to initiate this. RJ Marks and Andrew Holness, you said that you guys are not going to benefit in any way. I want to ask a question. Is the money being wired digitally to take care of these people? That's the first question. The second question is, what entity is the money being wired through? Third question, is it the entity that RJ Marks own? These are questions. These are questions, and I would truly love to get answers. And I think the Jamaican people need to demand answers. Because according to Horace Chang, the government of the United States is paying to take care of these people to an extent or to a time. Yes? So the money is not coming to the Jamaican government. That's what they said. No, where do they pay the money through to get to the people to make sure that they have the money for their accommodation? Is it the company that RJ Marks own? I think we deserve answers. And I'm calling on the opposition to dig for these same answers. Listen to Conrad O'Brien again.
Here, right? Let me hear Mr. Renner interviewing the other day. And he clearly said they came out swiftly to say that this indeed did not started with the American government. It started by RJ Marks. No, if you are so wicked, and I'm calling it as it is, if you are wicked enough to take the people who are described as the worst of the worst to come to Jamaica, that speaks volume. Remember also that the President of the United States referred to country like Jamaica and elsewhere as shithole country or S-hole country.
Oh, yes.
To be respectful to the President. So therefore, the question must now be asked, is it that RJ Marks see Jamaica as this S-hole country? So the S must now be flushed in Jamaica? Mm-hmm. These are the questions that we all must ask ourselves. I speak truth to power, no matter who the guy is. The fireman burns.
Yes. All right.
You know, I want to thank Conrad O'Brien for revealing that. So, he got the proof, ladies and gentlemen, through an interview as to how this was initiated. And I don't think it's 24 hours ago the article came out that Dana Morris Dixon stated that the minister did not initiate this. So, did the minister lie to Dana Morris Dixon? Or did Dana Morris Dixon know that this was not true and under instructions came out and lied to the people of Jamaica? Who is lying? Is the government of Jamaica going to come out and tell us that the United States of America is lying on them. See it here? Government says Marx was Government says Marx was involved in bid to attract skilled workers to Jamaica, not the Porty proposal. So they didn't deny that she was involved, but they're saying her talks involved skilled workers to Jamaica, not the Porty proposal. These people are diabolical. And you see, I blame the people of Jamaica ultimately, Yeah, I blame the people of Jamaica because you cannot see a government consistently lie in front of your face. Jermaine, big up yourself. Christopher, big up yourself. You can't see a government. Please like and share up the live with at least 10 people, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot see a government come right in front of your face and just blatantly lie to you. And you just take that and just, it's okay, yeah man. That's just what they do. And you support them. It is super disrespectful for your leaders to come out here and lie to you about something like this. This is going to affect us socio-economically, right? It's going to affect us in every single way. And Jamaica, I want to remind you that the Prime Minister, I'm just going to add this to it. I want to add it to the reaction. I want to remind you in regards to Andrew Wheatley, ladies and gentlemen. I want to remind you that the Prime Minister, he's a man that, based off his own words, he holds certain standards, ladies and gentlemen. Alright? I want you to make you aware of some of those standards he holds. Let me share this with you. Here it is.
We don't feel comfortable sitting in Parliament with a Minister of Government who has openly accepted responsibility, who expresses no regret for the act, where a Commissioner of Parliament has confirmed that the act is corrupt and has referred it for prosecution, and that Minister shows no sign of wanting to resign, or the Prime Minister showing no signs of moving to dismiss the Minister.
With all the sympathy that one can have for support, this is embarrassing, not only to the government as a party, not only the PNP, but to the government, to Jamaica, to all of us. Our heads bow this morning with this sort of reaction to it.
So we have to take firm actions in this regard. It is a dark day for Jamaica, where the Prime Minister is unwilling or afraid to act against a minister in which the public has lost total confidence and in which the institutions of the society are all agree that this person does not enjoy their trust or faith and has breached the confidence that the people have placed in them. I believe that this has the potential, if it continues, to bring down the entire government.
I totally agree with Andrew Holness and Pernell Charles Sr. I totally agree with them. And it applies even more to Dr. Andrew Wheatley situation. Because what he was talking about there was Mr. Hassan. Mr. Hassan circumvented, the local authorities, the municipal corporations. And he built some shops, right, for some citizens. some women, right? So they can, go and do their thing and, make money to feed their family. And this was the response. We're going to go over it again piece by piece.
We don't feel comfortable sitting in Parliament with a Minister of Government who has openly accepted responsibility, who expresses no regret for the act, where a Commissioner of Parliament has confirmed that the act is corrupt and has referred it for prosecution.
So, the Integrity Commission, a even higher authority, has referred Dr. Andrew Wheatley for corruption charges, illicit enrichment, and 3 others. So right there and then, no member of the People's National Party should be comfortable with sitting in the Parliament with Dr. Andrew Wheatley, as they have expressed that the immediate resignation and removal is what is required. Yes? So let's continue.
And that minister shows no sign of wanting to resign, or the Prime Minister showing no signs of moving to dismiss the minister.
With all the sympathy that one can have for support, this is embarrassing.
Okay, so Mr. Pernell Charles Jr., Dr. Andrew Wheatley's situation is not only embarrassing, but it's damning. Damning to the reputation of this country. Presently, right now, in one of the most volatile geopolitical times in the history of the Caribbean. Yes, let's continue.
Not only to the government as a party, not only the PNP, but to the government, to Jamaica, to all of us. Our heads bow this morning with this.
Can you imagine how the PNP must feel and the people of Jamaica? The first MP to be referred for charges of illicit enrichment. And all the other 3 charges are damning as well, but that's the top one, right? 4 charges. Can you imagine how we feel? Nothing but the resignation of Dr. Andrew Wheatley will be accepted. Nothing but the resignation. This should have happened already. I don't know what's the delay. We don't care about his legal proceedings because that's going to take some time. All right? The respectful thing to do, the honorable thing to do, respect himself, respect his family, and the respect of his own reputation, whatever is left of it. Go, restore, you say you're innocent, go through the process, right? Because this was not the first incident that got Dr. Andrew Wheatley removed. So there's a chronological sequence of things. And when I read the findings of the investigation, not just the findings, but the process of the investigation, it further strengthens my call for Dr. Andrew Wheatley to be removed. I was hoping this morning when I woke up that I would have seen a headline that he had done the right thing and removed himself. Calligraphy, big up yourself. Lorraine, how you doing? One Wild Patchy, big up. I would have hoped, but dreams, 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 dreams. We can all dream, right? But the people of Jamaica, I'm calling on you. Everybody. I hear the church, some of the churches came out, that is excellent. I've heard JFJ came out, that is excellent. But everybody needs to come out on this one. This is unprecedented. This is the first. And our presidents need to be set in the correct way to show that Jamaica has not lost all its moral compass. I think this, I can liken this to Sodom and Gomorrah. Not necessarily that sin, obviously, but corruption. You understand? Where is our moral compass? Everybody's voice should be at the top right now over this. And it's not personal towards Dr. Andrew Wheatley. He just needs to be set as an example for everybody else coming after. He has opened up a can of worms. He's trending in the wrong direction, yes. But the action of the government can show the people of Jamaica that they are serious about actually combating corruption as they are in combating crime and violence in Jamaica. Because really and truly, they are interlinked. If you have individuals that have chosen to get rich by stealing an unlawful means, can you imagine what other unlawful activities they could be spearheading or is a part of? Think about that. It goes further. Dr. Andrew Wheatley is a lawmaker. He cannot be in the parliament making laws while being accused of breaking several of them, and such key ones at that. No. Even what's his name? Even Cliff Hughes has come out. I think Chopper John has come out. So by the end of this day, as a matter of fact, I should see some breaking news that Andrew Wheatley has resigned. I'm going to check. But let's continue.
Sort of reaction to it.
So we have to take firm actions in this regard.
If it's one time I agree with Andrew Onesi's no. Odino, how you doing, my darling? If it's one time I agree with Andrew Ones, Sonia, it's no. We have to take firm action. Not true, hot and spicy? Firm action, ladies and gentlemen.
It is a dark day for Jamaica, where the Prime Minister is unwilling or afraid to act against a minister in which the public has lost total confidence and in which the institutions of the society are all agreed that this person does not enjoy their trust or faith.
So all the areas of society, please do the right thing and let it be known that Andrew Wheatley does not enjoy your trust. He doesn't. And if Andrew Onest does not have him resign, Andrew Onest does not enjoy your trust either, and maybe he should resign. Both of them. Call it a 2-for-1 special. Easy fix, what's up? This is a dark time, not just a dark day. This is a dark time in our political history, maybe the darkest. Outside of the violence in the 90s and the 80s. Dark day, ladies and gentlemen.
And has breached the confidence that the people have placed in them. I believe that this has the potential, if it continues, to bring down the entire government.
Now Jamaica with Andrew is also on the investigation, and where the FID is concerned, continuing the investigation of the Integrity Commission, probing, I know Andrew Wheatley. Can we safely say that this has the potential to bring down the integrity of the Jamaican government globally? Globally, we are at risk, ladies and gentlemen. Globally, we are at risk. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Like and share the video. Now my side, I have some miscellaneous stuff that I want to share with you. Alright? No, I'm not going to share that. A diplomatic note from the United States Embassy in Kingston stated that Cabinet Minister proposed controversial deal to Washington that would have had Jamaica receive 10,000 third country nationals. And then this was asked in Parliament, ladies and gentlemen.
Did a member of the government approach the United States of America to enter into this agreement? Was it initiated by a member of the government? That's question number.
The issue of the TCN is a request from the United States government. It's not an issue where we ask for one thing and offer for another. We have a long-standing relationship independent, 1962. And they are primary partners in the area of security indicated, economic activities, and many years of relationship. And there are many agreements and MOUs that have gone on with them as partners, and they're not discussing on a pro-quo basis. In this case, the United States requested, and our professionals, after the government decided, negotiated and agreed on understanding which we are.
So, Horace Chang, you lied to us. Flat out lied to us in the House of Parliament, or you were not aware, or you were kept in the dark. So Horace Chang, your own party deceived you, and Audrey Mark sat right behind this man, because she's directly behind Mr. Horace Chang, between Horace Chang and Andrew Wallace. She sat right behind this man and never touch him and say, yeah, you know, I made it, initiated. Again, I ask the question, does RG Marks in any way, through Paymaster, gain from this arrangement? I'm calling on the Auditor General to do an audit, you know, into how these payments from the United States would come to Jamaica. I want to see that. Let's continue. Mark Golding posted this on his Twitter. I asked Dr. Chang this question yesterday. He had no answer. Yesterday, I asked Dr. Chang a simple question. Was he aware that the U.S. Federal Court in Massachusetts had already ruled that these TCN arrangements are unlawful, and that the U.S. government is now appealing that ruling to the Supreme Court? Silence, no answer. Jamaicans deserve clarity on deals that affect our sovereignty, our security, our reputation. If the U.S. courts have questions about the legality, why doesn't the government? We cannot outsource Jamaica's decision making. We cannot gamble with agreements the courts are calling into question. The people deserve answers, not avoidance. Let's play the tape and then I'm going to give my 2 cents, ladies and gentlemen.
Is whether you are aware that a federal court in the United States has ruled that the third country removal policy is unlawful, and that matter the U.S. government is appealing to the U.S. Supreme Court. So the legal status of this arrangement under U.S. law is very unsettled. The only existing ruling that I'm aware of is one where a federal judge in the District of Massachusetts had said, out of a class action lawsuit brought by 8 migrants, had ruled that this arrangement is unlawful under the laws of the United States. And that is, as I understand, being appealed to the U.S. Supreme Court. So are you aware of that, Minister, in entering into this arrangement at this time? Should this not at least to await legal clarity in the United States as to whether such an arrangement is proper under their law? No.
All right, so here's my argument to that, and I'm gonna post this on my shorts and my Twitter. When you hear Cliff Hughes, Annette, what's up? Top mother, big up. Calligrapher, me see you now. Not really, you're not easy, man. Alright, so, ladies and gentlemen, Mark Golden asks a very good question, right? In the state of Massachusetts, the courts ruled that the operations of the TCN in America, hold on, something wrong. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, in Massachusetts, that Mr. Mark Jefferson Golding brought up, aka Marky G, in Parliament, asking Horace Chang the question about whether or not he was aware that there was a ruling about the TCN arrangement and it was deemed unlawful. That are the deportee them. Right? They matter about TCN, them are deportee, ladies and gentlemen. People they want to get out of the country, them don't come from America to establish that. There was no answer. Now, today they must have done some research and found out that this was actually true. Right? We have confirmed that it is true. I want us to look at the fact that when it comes on to the tabling of the reports in the Parliament, they holler about sub judice. This is a matter that is in the court, and we cannot table the report because it's sub judice and all of these things. Even when the court had made a ruling, they held back the report for the FLA. That's another thing. We're still looking for Mr. Darling's resignation. That is not a 9-day wonder. But let's continue. They don't table the report. They hold on to, we want to follow the law and this is a case in court and all of that nonsense. But when it is that a case in court that is now being appealed, obviously, according to the information, they're appealing this in the Supreme Court in the United States. You decide that it was prudent as a government to go against the legalities of it being appealed in the court, and there was already a ruling of guilty. You decided, no man, we're not going to worry about the appeal, because we know it's not against the law. So we are just going to take these people from the TSN. How irresponsible. Can you imagine? The Jamaican government might have put itself in a position where it could be in front of the World Court, violating the laws. No, I don't hear anybody else. I don't think anybody else has thought about this. Well, probably Marky G, because him are the legal luminary, and probably probably Isaac Buchanan. But amongst my peers, and big up my peers them too, I don't hear nobody talk about that. Think about that, ladies and gentlemen. This matter is sub judice. So why did they make a decision to take on the people through the TSN in a matter that is sub judice? Make that make sense. But they won't table the reports. Mighty God. Wow, 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 wow. You can't make this up, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot make this up. Like and share this video. Pay attention to the pinned comment. Endorse the Cash App. Endorse the Zelle. Endorse the PayPal. And endorse the Super Chat on BOLO V&R 2.0. TikTok, I don't know what to do already. We need 50,000 likes. Share up the live. Like up the live, everybody. Let's go. Let's go. So Mr. Shane Darling needs to go. We're still calling on his resignation. We're calling on the removal of Dennis Chung. Father God, your hand, please. Just clean up the place with Father God. Just clean up the place. Clean sweep. All lies must be exposed and all individuals that are on the wrong side of righteousness needs to be removed in Jesus' mighty name. We can't take no more Jamaica. The man have a subjudicate issue and they decided it, maybe they weren't even aware, and that would be even worse. So now they might have put the Jamaican government and country in a space where, and you remember when I was saying that this looked like the new transatlantic slave trade. You guys remember when I said that the first time I heard about this nonsense? I'm not just, I can't, people might think that Bolo I talk about some conspiracy theory and some wild stuff. Brother, think about the thing, Queen Amina. Ladies and gentlemen, think about the thing.
All lies will be exposed. That's all.
Let's continue. What is this? No, this is a sad situation, right? This is a sad situation. Alright? There was a decomposing body found in Mandeville. So guys, the death toll keep rising in Jamaica. The accidents, the deaths. Again, the word that came from the apostles. We see in it. We see, and there's a lot of news that don't, there's a lot of deaths that have not come in the news. I just want you guys to appreciate that. Alright? There's a friend of mine that watched me here on TikTok and on YouTube, and she lost her grandson to a gunman unalive them. Right? Thank you so much, rolling calf. Thank you. Right? So the police, there was a decomposing body found in Mandeville. You know, my condolences to the family. Right? Now, in terms of storms, ladies and gentlemen, this right here says a powerful windstorm hit Bertram, Ipoh, Perak, Malaysia. Alright? This is the season of judgment, you know. This is the season of disaster. We have not escaped. If we thought that it's just Hurricane Melissa, we make a sad mistake. And I'm going to tell you why later on. That's why I came on now to have this conversation with you guys. And I wanted to share the live with as much person as possible. I was listening to Mystic Sensation and he asked Miss Winnie to share that. She said, yes, me share it with 30 people. Big up Mama Winnie. And I'm asking for the Mama Winnies that is on this platform to share up the live with 30 people. Right now. Share up the live. Alright? So devastating windstorm, ladies and gentlemen. Didn't the pastor say that this was the... No, well, I think it was last year was the year of the wind. 2025 was the year of the wind. Yes, and that's why Hurricane Melissa was marked for us. Somebody remind me not to go to Dominican Republic. No disrespect to the Dominican Republic, but I'm not trying to be in no island where a volcano can erupt and the resort catches on fire. I'm straight. Again, disaster all around, ladies and gentlemen. I am straight. You heard? A massive fire broke out at Viva Dominica Hotel in La Dominican Republic today. Well, it's just a massive fire breakout, but yeah, I'm straight. I'm good. This is terrible. Look at that. I hope nobody, they said nobody was injured. Well, they said no word on the cause or if nobody was injured. So prayers goes out to Dominican Republic. Season of disaster. Stay close to home, ladies and gentlemen. I want to give a word to the labor rights, the MPs that are a part of the Jamaica Labour Party. Please remember, ladies and gentlemen, this message from Damian Crawford.
But don't fret about the security, fret about the judge, cause one by one who no go into jail, one by who no go into, one by. But don't fret about the security, fret about the judge, cause one by one who no go into jail, one by who no go into, one by.
Sonny, I say, utter for the press, on point all the time. Blessings to her. Sonny, you want to call me and tell me where utter for the press, say? Utter for the press is like a Marcus Garvey, a female Marcus Garvey. You know? Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to shout out John Pollock on TikTok. Twitter, sorry. Shout out John Pollock on Twitter. I want to make sure you go follow John Pollock. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to remember when Nestor Morgan in a parliament tell the speaker say Nikisha Burchell was videoing. Well, listen to this.
A member across the floor has consistently been...
Now, ladies and gentlemen, what you're looking at is this man videoing, and right after he was videoing, Nikisha Burchell started to video. And he got up to pretty much tell on Nikisha Burchell and asked the Speaker of the House to name her. I mean, Mr. Morgan, I mean, this right here, I don't know. You are a scumbag. I'm talking about you are a bum, bro. If it's one thing for you to follow the rules and then call it out, nobody has a problem with that. But you are out here videoing. You think the camera wouldn't catch up? Or you didn't care? Whose man's is this? Whose man's is this?
Hey, whose man's is this? Whose man's is this?
The man is literally videoing, ladies and gentlemen. That's why Nikisha Burchell said, you was just doing it a while ago. You couldn't hear her, but you could have seen out her mouth when you could have lip read. But you just do it a while ago. So oh, you stand up, make somebody else stand up and say. And you see when it comes out to this phone thing, every single person in Parliament, most of them violate that law. You always see them on their phone. Not necessarily videoing, but they're on their phones. Just call a spade a spade. They're on their phones, ladies and gentlemen. So this man was videoing, right? And the Speaker of the House didn't see him because she don't really see when the Labour right them do nothing wrong in the Parliament, you know. She only see the PMP alone. Just like when Dr. Dayton Campbell called her out to say, they are out there making noise. You should be calling them to order. That is her job. You notice she couldn't reply? Because he was correct. And if she had done what he said she should have done, she would have admitted that he was right. And because of her pride, ladies and gentlemen, she couldn't admit it. You understand? But you see, I am happy that she has been so hard on the People's National Party. I am even more happy on how the People's National Party has responded. Because now everybody is getting acclimated to the standing orders. Because nobody in the People's National Party is pleased with how this lady is carrying and operating on. Somebody say, remember Damien. Yeah, man, don't go on like and share the video, ladies and gentlemen. But look on Nestor Morgan. Him lame. Bro, you are a lame fam. Y'all one of the youth them when they go to school. where you wasn't a nerd. Zine, and nothing wrong with nerds. Me appreciate nerds. Trust and believe. But you wasn't a bright person either, fam. You was just the kind of guy that just wanted to fit in. You are a wanting to fit in type of guy at school. You was a bum then and you're a bum now. Because you didn't have one bum party called the Jamaica Labour Party. And these are the foolishness want to go on within the parliament. Boy, you call out Nikisha Burchill when you were in a video. How lame is that, fam? Enough, not true. Let's continue.
Using her phone to record members in the house, which is a breach of the standing orders.
Every time I hear far a while ago, them show him are using phone and him have the phone open at the ear like so, you know. Easy for everybody seeing. See Nikisha Burchill said to him, say, I'll mark it jail off our fire. Like really, Mr. Morgan? You know nothing better for do? Sad. Jaja.
Madam Speaker,
you hear she say, you just did it. You just did it.
I am asking that you name the member, if the member continues to do that.
Yep.
Hey, brother, let me screenshot this. Come on, let me screenshot this. Yeah, I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that picture. Yeah, I'm gonna need that picture. Yep, that's him. Nestor Morgan, the snitch. This is what they call a snitch in the streets, you know. Because you doing crimes, but you snitching. What's up, Rachel? You doing crimes, but you snitching on somebody else doing crimes. He's a snitch. This is who they call a snitch in the streets. A snitch is not a person that is not a criminal, you know, and goes to the police and says, you're an informant. You're not a snitch. You're a regular citizen. Snitches are only the people that are involved in crime, but snitching on other criminals. They claim that there's a code in the street. I'm just saying, this is what I heard from movies and stuff like that. Alright? But in the streets, they would call him a snitch. Let's continue, ladies and gentlemen. Like and share the video with 10 more people for me, please. Keep the shares going. We're going to move on. We're going to move on. Now, my people, I want to share this story with you. Cops say CCTV caught security guard allegedly stealing over $2 million from the ATM. All of the bright students are all of the bright watchers. Right? Denise, big up yourself. Thank you so much, my darling. Today Friday, man, I want to see tops them go up to 100,000 in the evening. Yeah. TikTok, don't let me down. Don't let me down. Share up the live with 25 people now. And start tap up the screen. Me there for what? Almost an hour with only 10,000 likes? No, sir. That's not safe. We have 102 people watching. Want to tap up the screen. And make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. The link is in the bio of my TikTok. If it's your first time, put a 1 in the chat and let me know it's your first time. Nerida, all of my loyal supporter them always come and hit the like button. I'm not have to tell you nothing. On to big up on a nice clean self. All of my gifter them, big up on a nice clean self. All the people them on YouTube, we have my members them, on a big up on a nice clean self. All the people them will send me cash up, will send me Zelle. Prudence, big up your nice clean self. You understand? Prudence, send me something on the thing while you big up your nice clean self. Me get something today. You understand? Big up yourself, Prudence. Big up your lovely husband. It too, I hope you stay married and happy forever. God's many blessings. Big up yourself, Prudence, anywhere there. I hope you hear me right now. The word is love. You feeling me I deal with? Pat, big up your nice clean self, Pat. Valerie, big up yourself, Valerie Chang in the building. First time here. Yeah, man, all of the first timers, them, put a 1 in the chat for me. On YouTube, if you haven't yet subscribed, subscribe. So you can type in the chat. Let me know where you guys are watching from. You understand? Now, hot and spicy, big up. Now, ladies and gentlemen, This story. Cops say CCTV caught security guard allegedly stealing over 2 million from the ATM. Now, more ask no one question because I want this to be an interactive live stream. When you see this story, what is the first thing come to your mind? Remember, I know it's a security guard, you know, and the CCTV camera caught him allegedly stealing over 2 million Jamaican dollars from the ATM. Keisha Richards, big up yourself, first time, a big up. Thank you. Make sure you follow, you know, join up the fan club and all of these wonderful things, and subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can watch the replays of these live streams. Yeah, man? That is it. But I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, what is the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear this story? A security guard accused of helping himself to more than 2 million from the ATM. He was assigned to service, has been slapped with larceny charge after alleged theft was repeatedly caught on camera. Charge is 55-year-old Terrence Austin of Kintyre Road, Kingston 6. Ladies and gentlemen, as you gather your thoughts, hi Sassidi, how you doing, my darling? Jermaine Davis is in China. It's 6:55 a.m. Damn. Bro, you 13 hours ahead of me? Damn. China is 13 hours ahead of us? That's crazy. Now, Ellie, and my wonderful guest that is here, and supporters, and members of the honorable members of the platform. You know what came to my mind? The security guards in Jamaica don't get paid a lot of money. It's not, their salary is not sustainable income. It's not livable income. That's the first thing. No, I am not co-signing anybody stealing. Obviously not. Right? But that's the first thing that jumped out to me. The second thing that jumped out to me is, if the CCTV camera wasn't there, he probably would have gotten away with it. They restricted me Denise. So Denise, so the Cash App name right here, so probably through me mention Cash App. It restrict the gifting, but see it here. You can send something on the Cash App here. Yeah, man. And if you want the PayPal, let me know. At the same thing it I got to. I have the PayPal as well. But if the CCTV camera wasn't there, he would have probably not gotten caught. So now I go to the police officers. What is the biggest contention with the police officers? Body-worn cameras. You see, the same value that the CCTV camera has is a similar or more value the body-worn cameras would have, ladies and gentlemen. Right? If this government was not against transparency and accountability. And this is why well-thinking Jamaicans believe that they are pretty much in line with corruption. Because when Oristang is going to say something like, oh, you know, the cameras, the light on the cameras are going to put the police in danger. Well, there's something going to switch it off. You ever thought about that? Yeah. Body-worn cameras, ladies and gentlemen. It's the first thing that jumped out at me. So we can hold people accountable and separate the sheep from the wolf. Simple. So we can have a police force that people, you know, can have their trust in. Very, very simple. Alright? Alright. Let me just refresh this. Let me just refresh. Let me see if Wheatley resigning. US dollar is at 158.58. Great Britain, $209.32. Canadian, 112.80. European, 185.07. Interesting. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness has argued the expanding land ownership and accelerating titling of informal settlements are critical to Jamaica's economic development, while describing property ownership as one of the most effective ways to break into intergenerational poverty. But if you know that, why are you guys seeking to remove people from poverty? If you know that, why would you guys want to remove the people? Juliet, how you doing, Juliet? Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, Curious. Blessings to you, my love. Them soon. Let me see when the restriction are going to end. Because I know people want to go crazy. In 3 minutes and 40 seconds, the gifting is going to come back. So only get ready. Oh, Jesus. In 3 minutes and 40 seconds, the gifting is going to come back. So only get ready to go crazy with the gifting, ladies and gentlemen. Let me put up my live goal. Please help with the live goal, guys. Please help with the live goal. Yes, man. Please help with the live goal. Let me pin. That is my live goal. Alright? You're amazing. Now, aren't you honest? You know, talk is cheap, my brethren. The most expensive properties is the beachfront properties. And under your government, the expansion of hoteliers and private property owners has sealed off, according to your MP, your member of parliament, what his name, Matthew Samuda. According to him, what, 20% of Jamaica beaches is still accessible? When all of the beaches should be accessible, you know. This man is here telling us, Sefu, about 20%, you know. So whoever owns those beach properties, that is, I mean, it's a crazy amount of money, you know, for those types of properties, you know. They're high in value, you know. As much as the risk is, you know, we call it now a hurricane prone country, it's still high in value. Everybody wants to go to the beach. Government Minister Delana Silverite warns public against fake investment video. 4 men detained, homemade gun seized in Stony Hill. Mighty God. Jamaica, I saw a post. 5 young men was sent to prison for 1 gun. And they got life in prison. You guys saw that? 5, you know? The gifting is open now, ladies and gentlemen. The gifting is open. 5 young men. 5 of them for 1 gun. Life in prison. You know what I want to see? I want to see politicians get life in prison for lying and deceiving the people. That's what I want to see. For making decisions that would impact, treasonous decisions that would impact generations to come. I want to see politicians get life in prison for that. Yeah, man. True. That's how we want to see. I don't have any problem, you know? But what is good for the goose has to be good for the gander. It says 2 minutes. No, sir. On my end, 29 seconds left. Yeah, man, it's soon open up here now. 29 seconds left. Two Jamaican farm workers. Okay. Alright, so we can move on. TikTok, you know. Can move on to TikTok now. We can move on to TikTok now. Me say, for those who didn't watch Jerry Bryan show today, mighty God, I will be uploading the videos, man. What a powerful show today. From start to finish. I will be uploading the videos, ladies and gentlemen. Trust and believe when I tell you. Make me hear what my sister have to say. When was the last time I came over here? Has so much video I miss? 3 trillion. Oh yeah, right that's up. Right that's up. Yeah, what she are going with?
Sir, morning. I wake up early this morning, Mr. Only to sleep good last night. But anyway, sir, what time today you're gonna be keeping the press conference to let the Jamaican people know that Andrew Weekly got to go?
No, I love this lady. I love this lady. Yo, me love her energy so till, Bridget. I don't know if you guys appreciate what she's doing, but you should. If every Jamaican literally got up, right, and hashtag, no, and I'm so serious, I'm not laughing. I told you guys, everybody use the same hashtag, right? If everybody, Antonio Walker, if everybody use the same hashtag, don't mind me laughing. I'm so serious right now. Jamaica, listen to me. If everybody use the same hashtag, Dr. Andrew Wheatley must resign now. Or Dr. Wheatley resign now. Whatever we decide upon, and you guys make a video and you post it on Twitter, you post it on Facebook, you post it on TikTok, you post it on YouTube. Listen to me. If everybody should do a video and say, Mr. Andrew Wallace, when are you going to announce? Not if Andrew Whitley for resigning. Dr. Andrew Wallace, when are you going to announce the resignation of Dr. Andrew Whitley? That not take 20 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, all those videos will go viral. One hashtag. One hashtag. Imagine 200,000 people waking up and taking 1 minute, 20 seconds to make the video, 40 seconds to post it, edit it and post it. The power of social media. You don't understand the power you have collectively. That's why I always encourage people to come on and make their voices be heard. And I've said this before. Everybody should come and put them face on it. Andrew, what is going on with Dr. Andrew Wheatley? When is he resigning? It cannot be past the end of this weekend. Monday morning, bright and early, the latest. Give him an ultimatum. Everybody do a video. Post it. This man must go. Post one video for Darling, the brother from FLA too. Post one video and remind Dennis Chung say, we don't forget you know. You should be removed as well, you know. Where is Andrew Wallace's case? What is going on? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, don't have the power. So you see, the way you should get up this morning, you know, me just wake up. So what I go on? I want him to resign. Simple, ladies and gentlemen. The restriction is over, guys. You can now send gifts. I have 5 new followers. Oh man, we're supposed to have more than that. 96 people. So you tell me, say 91 I don't know. Follow me already. Ladies and gentlemen, better than that.
We're waiting on. We're waiting. So don't think this is a joke thing, Mr. Olness. Because we know, say, you yourself in court for illicit enrichment and you're going to step aside. So we're going to see if a plan and group up because you already know so no fight against the Integrity Commission now. We don't want to demolish the system so we can just continue thief. But Andrew Weekly, time for him to step aside. Sure. You, Mr. Olness, time for you to resign. Taxpayers' money, not supposed to pay these kind of criminals We're not gonna look here, Mr. Honest, may I tell you this now? It's getting serious. We ain't playing this game. We are not playing this game. Remember, I told you so. We ain't playing this game. We ain't playing this game, Papa. Andrew Weekly has to go. And you, Mr. Honest, time for you to resign. Time for you to resign. It has been proven time and time and time again that you are running a criminal enterprise right across the board. $3 trillion has been missing. No one held accountable. Time for you to go. Time for you to go. You is the fruit, the head of the fruit of the bad apple, the whole out in the rotten, the whole out in the rotten. And again, to your minions that come in telling me, girl, you chat too much, listen, I will forever talk. I have a big ass mouth. I can't keep it closed, especially with them beautiful teeth up in there. I can't keep it closed, so me I go forever. And Moran, Mr. Honest, you need to let the nation know that. The non-immigrant deported them when I come to Jamaica, America never offer you. They never offer them to you. You are the one requesting that you will take them. And by the way, y'all need to fix up y'all speech when y'all talking, because I heard y'all talking about it's 25. Okay, and they can force y'all to take more than 25. Come on now. 25 every 2 weeks, 50 a month. 25 every 2 weeks, like the minister says, is 50 a month. How is it that we're not hearing how long they're going to be here for? How is it that we're not hearing how many they're going to take? We want hear, we want know. Because we know say they might come get house, car, land, bike, bicycle, everything. While Jamaicans are here right now that need it, don't play with it. Mr. Honest, we ain't gonna take this. We ain't gonna take this from you. We mean business this time. We mean business.
No.
Listen.
No, Mums really just wake up with you, you know. Mums are running our kettle, you know. Yo, me say, Jaja.
Somewhere, somehow, we have to make an example. We have to make an example, Mr. Honest, and I'm telling you this. We are going to make an example out of Andrew Weekly. We have to do that, Jamaica. We have to do that. My God, I've never slept better than I have last night. Jesus. I feel like, whoops, I felt like I slept with the man of my dreams, the way I'm happy. I sleep good last night till I feel like a baby.
But, hey, London, who you dream about? Which man that? Mary Lizzie, what's up?
This morning I'm so cheerful, it's unbelievable. I felt as if I won the lottery. I don't know though, but why I feel this way? Like yes, why I feel this way? You know, I'm totally happy. I'm really, really happy this morning. Yeah. Taxpayers' money not going to pay Andrew Weekly $1. Mr. Honest, I tell us that first legacy we get so serious. We know what, listen, let me tell you something. It's time for us to make an example out of somebody. Because after Andrew Weekly thief up the bag of money at Picture Jam, him leave and you go back to Mr. Honest. So we want to know, what time is it today? You're going to keep the press conference and letting the people know that, listen, Andrew Weekly got to go. What time? What time? Listen, remember now. You don't have to change any line. It came from your mouth. That Portia Simpson Miller never have to change any line now. With Fenton Ferguson and the 18 dead babies, you know. All she has to do is to fire him. So we want to see you fire Andrew Weekly. We want to see you fire him. And we want to see you resign. We want to see you fire the one of your criminal them over there. Fly Green, Darrell Vez, Christopher Tufton, Clerk at the house. You bail them at the road, Marlon Morgan, the head of the Cuban flag, Benedict. So fire them. You don't have to make any law to fire these criminals. What's going on? Fire these criminals. We are waiting. We are waiting. Let me know what time today is a press conference, because Andrew Weekly got to go. He ain't gonna sit up in there and eating and drinking our tax dollars. We ain't gonna tolerate that. Let me know. Let me know. Please and thank you. By the way, guys, y'all, anyone of y'all see the lab rats? Like, I don't see them, I don't hear them. I don't know what one. Like, honestly, the lab rats still from yesterday? Somebody tell me, because I don't see them, I don't know.
That is funny, honey.
And the Jamaicans who want better for the country, and y'all watch what is going on. Don't be distracted, guys. I'm going to show y'all a little bit of something that I noticed going on. Notice whenever we're out here working and spreading the words and what's really going on in the country, the PR team, them come out full force. I'm going to just run down a few little things. We're out here and we see the lawyer lady from outside of the finance office, the finance minister office, reporting on the whole money thing with the $100,000 that you have to come through custom with A, B, C, D, and the EFG. Okay, we see her now. All right. Bam, bam, bam. Pearl Dynasty, aka Pro Box lady, run out. Come say there is no such thing. The lady, I have to go back, the liar lady, I have to go back at TVJ. Go and make it clear that yes, this is true. And she collect that money at Minister of Finance. And she also made the video outside a Minister of Finance. Now, come back again, guys. We use the eye and we ears them and say 1 p.m. I said people at Party won't be able to rebuild. Okay, and them have to go move. Then we see Edmund Bartlett come and say, our hotel go bill from Party come all the way down. And when people are speaking on it from Jamaica and abroad, who that come out, Floyd Green to the defense, say no such thing. The Prime Minister never said something like that. Ed Bartlett never said nothing like that. Okay? Come back again. Bam, bam, bam. We saw it in the Gleaner, where them said Jamaica to accept 10,000 non-immigrant deportees in the country. When we start talking about it and the videos go viral, here come Horace Piss Up Chang coming out here, come talk about no such thing. Only deportees will take 100 per month to the Jamaica, their Jamaican deportees. And he yadida till in the end, he finally says it's 25. Okay, but guys, look at it, and it's not just 25, at 25 every 2 weeks. Okay? And at the end of the day, it came right down to, yes, we are getting non-immigrant people in the country where are Jamaicans. So you see, they're coming with this PR control that is pissing me off. So we got to pay attention. We have to keep our eyes on the prize. We can't take off our eyes. If we take off our eyes, we are going to lose out. We have to watch them. You understand? We have to watch them because they are coming, we are going hard and they're coming harder. Because they know that the dons them, remember in Jamaica, so when I come out, come say 73 to 75% of the country is illiterate. Don't think of me come up with that off of the bottom of my head. That is proven statistic. 73 to 75% of Jamaicans illiterate. Appear dons people there. Right now, I wish for the best for the prep. The result of the PEP exam. Because God knows me just feel sorry. Right now, I see my guy there, I say, boy, one teacher, one school tell him, say, you have people left, all the whole of the school, them man can read from primary, from basic, every God Almighty school, secondary, them not have secondary again, high school. Every school, they put in them and left all a graduate high school and can read. So you see, right now, we're done so bad. So you see, the few look like we have local knowledge and can read or we understand, and help we keep on top of things. We can't take the eye off of the prize. The people, them are wicked. And Jamaica, you'll see, 1 p.m. talking about Dayton Campbell is a bully. Mr. Holness, come on now. Dayton Campbell is no bully. You and Bigfoot are the two biggest bully them we know. As a matter of fact, he is a bully and Bigfoot is a bull cow. Come on now, when you come talk about bully. Yeah, you Bigfoot bull.
Take his microphone. Just a minute. Just a minute. Take his microphone. Usher him out. Usher him out. Usher him out.
As a matter of fact, he's a bully and Bigfoot is a bull cow. Come on now, when you come talk about bully. Yeah, you Bigfoot bull cow in a parliament.
He needs some milk.
Number one, you guys purposely create this whole disruption so parliament could be suspended so they can go and go for it. Because when a friend Andrew Wheatley get charged. One criminal, you know. But bully, you fear call people bully and you and your bull cow, Bigfoot bull cow are the two biggest bully we know. Come on, y'all need to calm down, okay? Y'all need to calm down and cut the bullshit out, okay? I mean, you look so freaking stupid. Here's a...
London, we just have one rebuttal. If a bull cow and bullfoot, then you must expect bullshit. All of them are bull. So you can't stop them bullshit. I'm just saying, that's my only rebuttal. That's my observation. Let's continue.
The bully is a bully is a bully. You're not going to bully us. Are you Bigfoot bull? Parliament could be suspended so they can go and go for it. Because when a friend Andrew Wheatley get charged. One criminal, you know. But bully, you fear call people bully and you and your bull cow, Bigfoot bull cow are the two biggest bully we know. Come on, y'all need to calm down, okay? Y'all need to calm down and cut the bullshit out, okay? I mean, you look so freaking stupid. He's a bully, he's a bully, he's a bully. You're not going to bully us. Are you and your Bigfoot bull cow are the two biggest bully in a parliament? Have yourself a good day. I make up now we're going with who are going to resign and who are going to step aside. Talking about bully. Hello? Funny. And Jamaica, y'all see. Hello guys, I'm not home, but I was just watching Mackie J live, guys, at his press conference, and I'm asking all of y'all to go over Mr. Golding page to see his live, what is going on, so y'all can learn something from the press conference, because guys, I just learned something from over there, because I'm just getting to find out that it was first mentioned somewhere in the States when it comes down to the non-immigrant deportees that should come to Jamaica. It has to do with RJ Marks, and the security minister basically saying that is the US government initiated. So like we're trying to figure out who is lying because both stories cannot be the truth. So listen, Mackie G is saying accountability is over there live right now at the press conference. Guys on the run, go over there, spare things are going. We need to know who is lying, if the security minister is lying, and I feel like the security minister is lying, and why? Because it says that the Jamaican government is the one that proposed accepting these non-immigrants in our country, while the security minister is saying it's the American government initiate this. So guys, go over Mackie G's live. He's live right now, and you guys can go over there and you can get some information. See y'all later. And guys, one more thing before I go. Do you all know that Mr. Onus was telling the member to shut up yesterday? Yes, he had told the member to shut up twice, and Mr. Golding is asking the Prime Minister to do the honorable thing and apologize. Guys, it's getting juicy. Run, go over Mackie G live. He's live over there. A press conference is happening. There's so many things that he has to talk about today, and we can learn something. Guys, I'm out. But y'all know me. May I go get nosy? I can't wait to go back home because this is juicy. I serious. Hello guys, I'm not home.
Hey, she not telling a lie still, man. Press conference that was very revealing, ladies and gentlemen. I was that part of it about Andrew Onus telling him to shut up, and then he's gonna try and use reverse psychology to say, oh, you're a bully, you're a bully. That's why Dr. Dayton Campbell said to him, what are you? What are you? No, you are telling me about shut up. You are the bully, brother. When you are trying to label me as a bully, are you are the bully?
But I was just watching. Jamaica, take a look at this, please. Take a look at this. Oh my God, what a politician.
But they are not detainees, and they'll be free to move around.
We are actively searching for other countries to take people from third countries. So we are actively, not just El Salvador, we are working with other countries to say, we want to send you some of the most despicable human beings to your countries. Will you do that as a favor to us? And the further away from America, the better, so they can't come back across the border. I'm not apologetic about it. We are doing that. The president was elected to keep America safe and to get rid of a bunch of perverts and pedophiles and child rapists out of our country.
Let me indicate to all, they are not detainees, so there's no need to, they're not putting in any of the existing correctional center or otherwise place. Accommodation has been found, and that's part of what has been worked out in the operationalization of the MOU. But they are not detainees, and they'll be free to move around. They'll be landed by the minister's permission, but they are not detainees, and they'll be free to move.
Politicians corrupted.
You see, this is what I'm talking about, right? So she posts, says Shane Dallin, CEO of FLA, we're still waiting for you to resign. Keep the call going. What's up, T-Coms? What are you doing, my baby? Yeah, he wanna stutter. He wanna stutter. I feel like them catch him in them get catch off guard with that something, you know. Them never know, so that thing would have come out like that, you know. And then the firestorm and the way the everybody in a social media was reacting to it. Right now things are trending our way, not even ocean wide. Can't say. Make we help them in a some way if we build some type of narrative. You don't see what going on? Ocean wide can't even build one narrative for government. Them have to just agree or labor right them a call for this man resignation. But Shane Dallin and the whole of FLA, all I want to corrupt over there. A God and time, man. As a matter of fact, I'm going to play one video phone when I'm done to remind some people and make some people hear for the first time what go on in the FLA because of that report there. Gotta go intervene, you see me? You can't manage no more my side. Too much no, man.
You are your security minister. Kill off for pitting them. Mr. Olness, you are your security minister. Kill off for pitting them. And ball out for fake shootout. Wanna kill father and son, wanna kill double murder brothers, wanna kill 3 cousins. Wanna just walk and kill off for pitting them so and ball out for fake shootout, right? But at this point, you're willing.
Now, in this video, what she's saying is that time to stand up, Jamaica. No orange, no green. You see what I say? And she said, I am hurting. And that's it. I don't know how the things so tribalistic that we can't agree, say. This, what is happening to the country, what is being done in the country, the way the country is run, this is not, it's like people that have no vision. That's why the Bible says, without vision you're going to perish. If you're a blind follower, if you're a blind supporter, and you can't critique your government, right, and your leadership, then I'm sorry for you picking them. Because unfortunately, you picking them are going to suffer. Because of you, and the things that you do or don't do. Right?
To take a group of the most despicable human beings. That is how Marco Rubio described them in our country. And the security minister have the guts to tell us that they are not detainees, and when they come, they won't be detainees. They will be free to roam around. Child molesters, rapists, and pedophiles. And no one take them there in our country. Right? Well, I tell lie and kill out our youth, and nearly 200 of our innocent youth, they're going to take them life and throw them body about like they're not human beings. But you know, taking a group of the most despicable human beings. That is how Marco Rubio described them. So Donald Trump was elected president of America to keep America safe. Mr. Honest, you thief the election to put we in a danger. You thief the election, Mr. Honest, to put the Jamaican people in danger. Well, Jamaicans, I have to tell you this. You see, all who want to stand up for orange, you can't go and stand up. All who want to stand up for green, you can't go and stand up. But I want to have to tell them, this is a Jamaica problem. This is a Jamaica problem. This is not orange or green problem. This is a Jamaica problem. I don't care. Sit down there and be there to that stupid and don't go out there. Now it's time for us to go out there and stand up for our rights. Now it's time for us to go out there and get this man foot off our neck. Mr. Honest and his ministers, all these people in this country are staged. While you're so evil and cruel to the people. Why would you accept a group of individuals like that in our country? And you're going to tell the people of this country that they're going to be free to roam around? They won't be detained? And so with Jamaican them, they're not free to roam around? Only just walk and kill them off and tell them them? May God help our soul. We're keep on the party, so we're stay there, fling parties on the side and go out there as people. Together we stand. Divided we fall. So we can go and stand up for green and orange and don't make we go out and stand up for Jamaica because it look like we're blind and we're sick. This is something that is unbelievable. All these people come out here and just lie to the people. Why Mr. Honest and the ministers, them are so evil? What we do to Ono make them so wicked and lie to the Jamaican people? Ono come and say nothing don't go so lie, we are telling nobody now come. Now we are going to find out how this whole thing happening. What is going on? What is it that we do so much, Mr. Honest? We know say a million, there must be about 200 million US dollars. You must see how they bringing them pedophile in the country. And them are going freely roam around. Look what is going on already going on in our country. And you're willing to accept these kind of criminals in our country. And then sit down one side, act like nothing that's going on. And remember, say we want to live under security system. Nothing will happen. Nothing will happen in the poor class of Jamaican like myself, my brother, my sister, them, and we pity them. And we are going to feel it. We are the ones that is going to feel it. Jamaica, it's time for us to stand together. We don't stop talking about orange and green. We need to go out there as a people. We need to go out there as a Jamaican and go defend our own. This is a government that yet we have money alone them care about and partnership. So let's stay right there. Mr. Olness, remember, y'all never see smoke with us.
I second that call. There may be some people on both sides that really need to hear that, May I tell you? But I don't know what's going to motivate the people of Jamaica to stand up and say, enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Like there's several things that should have brought the camel's back already. Outside of all of the various corruption issues with the Jamaica Labour Party, that in itself should have brought the camel's back a long time ago. Right? But just look at how they have managed the post-Hurricane Melissa funds. Look how they have managed, helping people, are not helping them, are not helping enough of them. We are almost a month into the hurricane season and there's people still living under tents. I was looking at a video on Facebook. My bridge they were named such and such. And the man I show you one big tent. And the man I say, yo, the tent. So the man all have some little tape on the tent there. So because they out in the elements so long, it wasn't built for that long term, exposure to the elements. The sun, the moisture, everything, right? And so it start mash up. And 3 men have to be living in there. Them go work, then come, you understand what I say? Or whatever they do for work, because when them go there, they were not there. Tall man say, oh, us guys in Jamaica is all talk. Hey man, you're absolutely right. Everybody is all talk. You're talking in a comment section right now. You think so there's not things you can do where you live. Where you live, you can do something to, And, I really hate how people know. It's like, you not try to find somebody to blame, but instead of looking in a mirror. And that me see I go on social media right now. We, the persons them way, I bring the thing to us so aware. Now we not turn upon we say we attack. That's what I see happening. To them, they have to call in to Mystic Sensation and say, yo, hey man, I'm going to fix up that. Michael Jackson said, start with the man in the mirror. What are you doing? What are you doing? Start with the man in the mirror. What you want to do? Somebody just send me this. You will never find justice in the world where criminals make the rules. Bob Marley. That's what's happening in Jamaica. Wagwan Splash Gigi. Big up yourself, bro. Let's continue. Let me see who else do where. So Mary Lizzie. Alright. I'm going to go on like and share. I'm going to share with 5 more people now. Share the live with 5 more people, guys. Let's go.
Fire, Our first sudden Audrey Marks want to buy back Paymaster. Remember, she is the one that initiates the deal with America, As she do it, and it's $200 million USD for take the old pedophile rapists them and child molester them in our country $200 million USD. Audrey Marks sell out the country for to bring in these kind of pedophile in our country to come molest the children with female them. Our male them because of pedophile in every quarters.
One Yankee bless. Yankee bless, your professionalism and analogies is spot on, respectfully. Respect me, General. But for real, and when we just say a while ago, it's not just for tall man alone. It's for everybody we think you see me like tall man. All Jamaica do attack. Who we attack? We attack in the comment section and we attack as a But if nobody was talking, see, there's a thing called a process, There's a process. First, you have to be made aware of a problem. And if the problem persists, you have to be updated on that awareness of the process persisting and there's no change. That's where I fit in, right here, sir. I come on here and I make you aware of the problems that still persist and also the new problems. So collectively, we all together, if we really want change immediately, as it stands right now in this present time, September 3rd gone, people threw away that opportunity by selling out the country, selling out themselves and selling out their future. And now everybody wants to blame somebody for that. I know that I've played my part. Most certainly. You understand? And I am looking at it as a collective. We as a people dropped the ball. Every last one of it. Persons that didn't vote, and the persons that didn't vote, you're probably not watching me. Somebody share it to persons that didn't vote, because I want to talk to them. The ones that say, oh, the two government is the same thing and none of them now going to be better. Okay, that means that the one way you have, now you decide, say, you can, you can continue with that person. Yeah, man, because you're not going to participate with any change. Right? So now, with everything what people are fighting for, human rights, beach access, all of it. If you didn't participate in the election process and things continue or get worse, where all the issues them that we have a problem with as a society, the persons that don't vote altogether are the worst individuals of the society. Period. And I used to be one of them. I never did vote. Vote what? And I'm telling you, that is the worst decision you can make. You must exercise your franchise. You must exercise that every single time. It's very important. Even the local government, it's very important, ladies and gentlemen. Elections matter. And the kids them that is watching, don't let nobody fool you. The young people that is watching, the teenagers when they reach the age that they can vote, don't let nobody fool you. Exercise your franchise. Alright? And if you are from the church, pray on it. Let the Lord guide you, because the Lord puts people in places to advance his own agenda. So the elections is also important to the Most High as well. Don't believe me? Let Kamala Harris did win the election and see what happened to the Christians them all around America and neighboring countries. See what would happen to you. See what would happen to your children and what they would be pushing on them from the colorful community. See what would have happened. And there's still some challenges now. Even with Trump declaring that there's only two genders. The beast never stops. The beast is always working. Always looking for an angle. Always looking for a weakness. You understand? Alright, let's continue.
200 million USD dollars, and this is the reason why she's buying back paymasters, because she have the money, can do it. So Jamaica is up to y'all to decide if you still want to say orange and green. If y'all don't want to say, let's stand up for Jamaica and one Jamaica and one people. Them wicked people here is not for the country, only it's for themselves. Remember, y'all never see smoke.
The beleaguered MP suddenly took flight.
Dr. Willie, can we have a word from you, please? Before you go, on behalf of CBM TV, just a reaction considering what has happened, what we are hearing in the media.
Inside Parliament, the embattled Dr. Angie Wheatley vowed to fight. But outside Parliament, the beleaguered MP suddenly took flight.
Dr. Willie, can we have a word from you, please? Before you go, on behalf of CBM TV, just a reaction considering what has happened, what we are hearing in the media.
That is funny, honey.
Hey, Mr. Wheatley. Someone you resign, my general. You see how you move fast and I run in front of the media. I see him someone you resign. Yes, man. Trust me.
I know you mentioned standing up earlier on in Parliament, but we want to just hear you on camera saying all you need to say on camera, please. No comment, sir?
The beleaguered MP suddenly...
No, I want to say that the media personnel was very professional. Shout out to her. Very professional.
Took flight.
Jamaica, you guys don't hear what's going on? We're out here miscalculating. So y'all don't hear that it's 500 and 700 million USD dollars government getting to keep the petty fires them. The backside, listen, my head scratch me. 500 and 700 million USD dollars. The countries getting to house these criminals. No, sir. I know. But guys, 500 and 700 million USD dollars.
Well, what we got from the dinner was 10,000 people. There were some intricacies about how much people come in monthly and weekly. We got further detail from Horace Chang, but you know, I did a video earlier that I will be posting, you know, and I'm sure you were listening to Mystic Sensation, where Conrad O'Brien said that pretty much the people them from the United States was interviewed by him about who initiated the deal with the US. And they said it's Audrey Marks that initiated the deal. But in terms of certain details, I don't know. But the truth is going to come out, you know, because obviously the United States has no intention of holding their mouth to protect the Jamaican government. They have been very raw and very open about the nastiness of the deal. I really don't think it's just 25 of them. Dr. Cole, big up. I really don't think it's just 25 of them. I don't. You understand?
Countries that are willing to keep the petty files them get in. And can you believe that countries are also there that refuse? It's like, hold on there, hold on. I understand something. Oh, Cuba end up on the list to refuse the deal there. Like, all when Mr. Trump want war Cuba, he still want carry petty fire them, go dump over there and the people them. Russia no want them, Venezuela no want them, Cuba no want them, China no want them, and the list goes on. The list goes on, people. You might say, no sir, Jamaica take the deal to rotted. Guys, $500 and $700 million. Yeah, 500 and 700 million USD dollars. Guys, that's what they are paying. That's what they are paying. Look backside, yo. Right now, one thing can tell the Jamaican people. If you are not ready for it to go there, as a people, not as...
But hold on there. This can't read. So after the biggest story in the world is Andrew Waitley to resign, and Horace Chang and Andrew Waitley to resign, and Audrey Marks to resign, based off of what going on with the United States. This is a release from JLP Young Junker. Young Jamaica demands apology from PNP presidents for human rights violation and state-sponsored political terrorism perpetuated by the People's National Party during the 1976 state of emergency. Yo, you can't make this up. Yo, you can't make this up. Yo, hold on there. So here's a distraction, ladies and gentlemen. All of a sudden, Young Jamaica demand that 1976 state of emergency, you know. Them people are major in mind that 1976, I don't care about 1976. How about 2026? How about what's affecting the people today? Right now, una son germs. Young Drunker, una son germs. The youth arm of the governing Jamaica Labour Party, Young Drunker, notes that today marks the anniversary of the 1976 state of emergency. Young Drunker calls for the People's National Party, Mark Bowling, to tell Jamaica people sorry for the atrocities, brutality and human rights violation which the PNP administration used as measure to inflict on the people of Jamaica, including their political opponents. Historical records confirm that Michael Manley-led PNP government used the emergency powers as a tool to brutal political repression rather than just crime control. The state of emergency SOE featured the People's National Party using sweeping detention powers to arrest and hold hundreds of Jamaica Labour Party members, organizers, and supporters without formal charges. Some lost their lives in custody, while others were subjected to cruel and brutal acts by agents of state who were deployed by the PNP government. Yo, you can't make this up. You can't make this up. Prominent JLP political figure, including Pernell Charles Sr., Olivia Babsy Grange, and thousands of innocent civilians were detained in facility at the red fence, wire fence up park. Oh my God. The detainees were held in inhumane condition, faced severe physical abuse, were crammed into overcrowded cells, and faced circumstances in inadequate food and water. Where's Mr. Dr. Cole? Yo, somebody please call Dr. Cole. Please, my beg you. Please, my beg you to call Dr. Cole. Let me see if we can find him. No. We need Dr. Cole to come administer some medicine for this argument. Jamaica, Dr. Orin Cole. Let me see if we can find him. Orin Cole. Dr. Orin Cole. Let me see. Let me see Dr. Orin Cole. Should I do in a list so I can search him and send him? Somebody tag Mr. Cole for me now. Please, me I beg you. This too serious. More thing can tell me about that. Because me hear about it, you know. But me don't know the fullness. Them get locked up because they wanna commit crime. Yeah, we need somebody who can give a history lesson upon that. But me I move on still. Revisionist history, not too arena. Mighty God. 25,000 and 25 criminal elements.
Orange, not as green. We're planning a day to go out there. Let us all go out there. Aside. Let us all go out there and tell the Prime Minister to make the whole criminal them step aside. Jesus, that's massive, my son. Can't manage. Guys, this get wicked. One thing I can tell you all, this government is overstepping their boundaries with the people. I want to can't sit down right there because this would have been a $3 billion.
BMR, big up.
$3 billion missing across the board, you know, between Darrell Vase.
Yes, Mr. Cole. You hear me?
Yeah, man, I'm hearing you.
No. I hope you have some time, man. I need to give the people my history lesson, man. 1976, there was some state of emergency. We see the young arm of Jamaica put out one distracting something there, post.
1976,
Okay, so let me read the article for you. Let me read the release for you.
I don't want to hear from those people.
All right.
I don't want people to see it.
All right. So tell us what took place, why there was a state of emergency.
What happened that Edward Siava said that fire, blood for blood, right? And if he lose the election, he can't lose the war. Right? And then go to the CIA report where the CIA and Edward Seaga, the CIA recruited Edward Seaga to took down a government, right, that was elected by the people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what happened that, based upon the information that out there and the one that I gather, that Olivia Babsy Grange and Colonel Charles was called two separately time with 2 carload of gun.
Oh, so they were trying to perform a coup.
Thank you.
Oh, so these people that they said was innocent was really criminals.
Based on the information and what I gather from the CIA.
Oh, okay.
Right? So when these young men are from that Jankro nest,
Yes.
PNP a dog, so they must be Jankro.
Yes.
Right? So after Edward Seago came out like the country title of a sardine thing, after the 1976 election, right? And the PNP get the second term.
Oh, I lose, and that cause it.
Right.
Oh.
So Edward Seago make a pledge, right? That if him lose the election, he can't lose the war. And that's when the crime rate from Jamaica start to go up, right?
Yes.
Because of that.
Wow.
We lost 800 persons 1980 in 1 year. That's the highest crime rate ever in Jamaican history.
Wow.
We're moving from 25 to 800. And Dudley Thompson, when Edward Seaga won and the crime rate keep climbing, Dudley turned to him and said, "You believe it's a pile cap, turn it off." Right? They know the truth, but as you hear Chopper Media said that if you're going to ask Wheatley to resign, we have to go ask Andrew the same. And a man who claimed to be a pastor by the name of Neighbor said he never want to say it.
That was a pastor?
Yes, man. He's
a
pastor.
God. Thank you for the context. You serious?
Yeah, man. But he's a pastor with Christian character.
Yes.
Of a boy's home. And it alleged that boys was being molested.
Mighty God.
Underneath his watch, and there's a possibility by him. Right? So come and check the history of Jamaica now. Are the Jamaica arms, youth arms, are young Jamaica willing to ask Andrew Golis, based upon the CIA report of the Evening Tide, burned down and 156 of our senior citizens was unalive. Are they willing to ask Andrew Golis to apologize for the Orange Street fire by Edward Seaga in 1978? Are they willing to ask Andrew Golis to apologize to Mr. Seaga word when him say if him lose the election, he cannot lose the war? And the reason why I move so fast, I'm about 8 o'clock engagement.
Yeah, we know it's an early time for you, man. Them a time you can't talk long. Go through.
Right, because Brazil will be playing about
Mighty God.
And I'm so sorry that it's against 80, because my heart always been with 80. When our slave in Jamaica was underneath the oppress of our slave master, and when they ran to 80 them. But you know,
right.
Brazil.
Yes.
Right? So these are the questions now that the young arm of the PNP need to ask the Jamaica Labour Party young arm. Are you willing to ask Andrew Golis for the apology of Babsy Grange and Pernell Charles Sr. that was being arrested for transporting ammunition across the length of breadth of Jamaica for unalive Jamaicans, right? Are you willing to ask Andrew Holness to apologize for the evening tide burn down?
I think them apologize for that already. They apologize? No, not the eventide. No, they never apologize for that. No, they never admit that. I was mixing it up with the Carl Garden incident. But go ahead.
No man, the Carl Garden is for Buster Monkey. We are reaching at Edward Siaga. The Carl Garden is for Buster Monkey and the Rasta.
Yes.
Right? So this scenario about state of emergency. Right? And based upon the information that out there, that it is the jail team, not me, so it's the CIA report.
Yes.
That's why I said,
yes.
I want all the young people to do more reading,
yes.
less talking, and more listening. Right? Are they willing to apologize for the CIA report and Mr. Siaga and the atrocity that he bring to Jamaica? The butcher of the Caribbean, the con man based upon the American president, Ronald Reagan, Liber Reagan.
Yes.
Mr. Siaga is the con
yes.
man of the Caribbean.
Yes.
Right? Are they willing to apologize for Maurice Bishop unalive in Grenada? Right? Are they willing to apologize to destabilize Jamaica economy in the 70s? Are they willing to apologize for the literacy rate to fail? And give us free education from basic school to university level. Right? And Mr. Siaga said it's not good for the country of Jamaica. Are they willing for the ban to ask Andrew Holness to Dr. Rodney Price ban by the Jamaica Labour Party who came to Jamaica and telling Jamaicans that the only way we can move forward is by educating our people. So these people are trying a distraction of what happening that we have 5 members of Parliament, the highest in history. You have Dave Almain from St. Anne's, Marisa Dalrymple, who confessed and was charged, and she paid the fine. So she's a common criminal sitting in the Parliament.
My God.
We have Andrew Wheatley, that was referred to be charged for illicit enrichment. We have the Prime Minister of Jamaica, who was investigated and by forensic audit was referred to the TAJ, a possibility of tax fraud, and the FID, a possibility of financial fraud. Right? So we have the 2A, Marisa Dalrymple, gave on me is our one from St. Anne's, and one more, I don't remember me, but it's 5 of them. Plus another 9 members of Parliament is under investigation for illicit enrichment based up on Julian Robinson out of the press release yesterday. In the Jamaican history, or in the world history, is the only time that you have 14 member of representative from a parliament is under political investigation. Not even in the worst African country where corruption is at the highest. Never. This is the world history. Whether you want to go Uganda, Zimbabwe, Cambodia, Philippines, you name it.
So, Mr. Cole, that means so we have broke all our record them.
All of the record what is wrong, we are breaking them.
Mighty God.
All.
Wow.
So when these young men who believe that homosexual is the way to go, because if you realize, that the over homosexual is in G2K, do angry research.
So I've heard.
All the president of homosexual in Jamaica came from the G2K. All.
Wow.
I did not say there's no homosexual in the PNP.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But the founder of the G2K, David Panton, it alleged that when he married to Lisa and they go to hotel, right? And it alleged that
Wait,
when
what?
the honeymoon.
Hold up. Lisa Hanna was married to him?
Yes, man, it's Lisa Hanna and David Panton found the G2K. Seriously.
Oh, that's why she advertised them with the labor right them. Okay, go ahead, Mr. Cole. Yes, I know you.
Right? It alleged that on our honeymoon, and when she went and I looked for David Panton, and when they go in the them send her to her room, and when she go in, and she say, we are withdrawn from David Panton do have that to give her. You understand?
Perfectly. So, mighty God.
Right. So, it also out of Shibada
Dr.
mode.
Orin Cole.
Right? Out of Shibada mode, that one Mr. Vegas use his mouth and normally kicking it would. Right? I know Mrs. So.
Yes, sir. Mighty God.
Right?
Yes, sir.
So I do not know if the Jamaica Labour Party promised these young men where they come out and I did gone home. Yeah.
No.
And I'm leaving right now too.
All right.
No, not you, Bolo.
Okay.
Okay. Because I'm asking him about telling me about appointment.
Yes.
But no, right now I need to I'm leaving the glasses home. They can't see very well. All right. Right?
Yes.
Bolo. The man just stepped in for me hard, you want to hold on for you look at me, Bolo.
Yes.
Code from 1 to 30, they understand what me I talk about.
Yes.
I hold on for 30, good enough. And that in a cash back,
Yo.
I could not allow him to distract me. To go check up my glasses. Sometimes I leave my glasses at home. Yeah. So, Bolo.
Yes.
You have to understand that what they are coming with is distraction.
Yes.
Right? And asking for apology. I heard the news, but I don't pay it no mind.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
If you ever ask for apology, we need a truth and recreation from Batsy and Pernell Charles Sr. By oath.
That will never. Right? That will never.
Thank you.
That will never.
Are you Batsy and Pernell Charles Sr., right, was found under oath. Under oath. At any time in the 70s with carloads of guns. Right? That's one. So based on if your yard has been invaded by criminal, you have all rights to defend it.
Yes, that's a fact. Especially if you're the government.
No, especially if you can't come from 1 to 38 like me. I have 6 chances to defend my house.
Yes.
That's for sure.
That's for sure.
I have 6 chances.
Right.
And I'm going to use those 6 chances to my best ability.
Of course.
You understand me? So at the end of the day, Paulo, what we must not make them come and try to deflect from the Andrew Wheatley and the third party
Right.
that they are seeking partner, and it is in the best interest of the United States to send the worst of child molester, rapists, and unalivers. And that's what the Jamaica Labour Party signed by R.J. Marx. So that's what they want to distract the Jamaican people by. These people are so conniving.
Right.
Just like when the devil carried Christ to the top of the mountain. The devil is Christ's brother. Right? He knew Christ. The devil knew Christ. He was in angel with Christ, and he knew that Christ is God. And the devil said, if thou art the Son of Man, that's the JLP. They know the truth.
Yes.
Every one of them know the truth.
Then good.
But they are possessed.
Then good pamphlet hypocrite though.
They are best. I see every comment there's a book BOLO. And BOLO, I want you to download it, and one of them there, we go through that book. It name 101 reasons why people vote for the PNP.
Yeah.
Right? I want you to read it. And then we come and have a true discussion. Every time Jamaica move forward, it has to be the PNP in power.
Yeah.
Whether by housing, education, road, health, you name it.
Yes. All right, Mr. Cole.
Every labor right are the angel that was cast out of heaven with the devil.
Yo. No. Hey. Mr. Cole, you have to jump on them bombshell. All right, Mr. Cole, thank you for your time, my boss. Thank you for the explanation.
The word is love, my
The word is love, my general. Look, people, want to hear for yourself from the doctor, Mr. Cole, relating to this release from the JLP young drunker. So I call them because them never stand for anything that is, important to what is actually going on in the country. They are always, I know that they are puppets, and there's somebody that has their hand up their ASS, just moving them around to whatever direction they want to move around. So they came up with this thing to say, man, let us distract the people from Dr. Wheatley's resignation. Let us distract the people from the fact that these people, and I'm going to play the tape again for this reaction because it's important. It's important, ladies and gentlemen, for this to sink in what Marco Rubio said. It's very important that you guys are not lost from the words that came out of Marco Rubio's mouth and also Horace Chang simultaneously. Listen to this.
It is, and they'll be free to move around.
We are actively searching for other countries to take people from third countries. So we are actively, not just El Salvador, we are working with other countries to say, we want to send you some of the most despicable human beings to your countries. Will you do that as a favor to us? And the further away from America, the better, so they can't come back across.
So the young arm of Jamaica, only not care about your own future. You guys are okay with the government taking the most despicable human beings from America and landing them here. If I even one of them a carry, and they can have an opportunity to become a citizen of the country. Let's hear more about these despicable human beings.
across the border. I'm not apologetic about it. We are doing that. The president was elected to keep America safe and to get rid of a bunch of perverts and pedophiles and child rapists out of our country.
Perverts, pedophiles, and child rapists. That is the welcome. There's a welcome door open. Jamaica is open. All perverts, pedophiles, and child rapists. Come on in. 25 at a time every 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen. Patrick, how you doing? For how long we don't know. For the amount they don't know. The government is frugal. They are relaxed. Their time, there's no time limit on this. Just come on in. Just come on in. But, the young drunker them, and this is why I call them young drunker, because they major and the minor, right? They are okay with coming out and with a press release talking about 1976 and Olivia Babsy Grange and Pernell Charles Sr. What the hell can go so? Wasn't there a court case or some probe into Olivia Babsy Grange and a car that was rented? And it's a bunch of criminals in there. Like, what are we doing, bro? What are we doing? The Jamaica Labour Party is an absolute mess. A cesspool of corruption. A cesspool. Who is this? No, I'm not adding anybody else. Right? Let's listen to that again.
Indicator. They are not detainees, so there is no need.
We are actively searching for other countries to take people from third countries. So we are active, not just El Salvador, we are working with other countries to say, we want to send you some of the most despicable human beings to your countries. Will you do that as a favor to us? And the further away from America, the better, so they can't come back across the border. I'm not apologetic about it. We are doing that. The president was elected to keep America safe and to get rid of a bunch of perverts and pedophiles and child rapists out of our country.
They are not detainees, so there is no need to. They're not putting in any of the existing correctional center or otherwise.
We only can offer you 2 minutes.
Accommodation of the phone, and that's part of what has worked out in the operationalization of the MOU.
Like literally 2 minutes.
They are not detainees, and they'll be free to move around. They'll be landed by the minister's permission, as the minister of national responsibility and immigration.
All right. Respect.
A member.
What? All right, so my side. That. Let's continue. Because with the name the young drunkard then throw me off and take on my time. See me, I watch the time, Let's continue.
Christopher Tough Time, Floyd Green, Dana Dixon, Mr. Honest Baby Mother Rhoda, Marlon Morgan, Clerk of the House, Bigfoot. That is just a fraction. I remember $3 trillion missing already, And Mr. Owens, I said,
$3 trillion.
It's not missing, It's just unaccounted for. I'm trying to figure out the difference. But Jamaica, if you don't realize, the politician, them going to this to be richer, and we are swimming in poverty, a phone business
a phone
business that, if you don't say we are swimming in poverty.
Talk to him.
Jesus Christ, what a shame and disgrace by the country. This administration that 1 PM leading, peer criminal, peer God Almighty criminal. Jesus of mercy. Where the lab rats them there? The vloggers.
Yo, them quiet like a lamb. When I hear nothing from them, some of them have look a bit ashamed. They shame like a dog.
And for the people that will make up the 73 to 75% of the literacy in Jamaica, when I'm not going to get my individual forward. So I can go in and comment and say as many stupid things that you all want to say.
Easy fix.
Because it's one thing to dance, but another thing when you don't have your common sense, you don't know if you use. And let me tell you something, it's the most dangerous people in Jamaica right now, apart from the politician them, are dunce people. You see, a group of dunce people is a dangerous set of people,
True.
whether we like it, yes or no.
True.
And I get to find out that this country that we love so much.
No, this needs to be recorded. I'm sorry. I was still recording? Oh my God. Alright, yeah, this needs to be recorded, ladies and gentlemen. This one needs to be recorded. This is one long one. Yeah, and it look like she'll go in. You know what I mean?
And for the people that will make up the 73 to 75% of the literacy in Jamaica, we're not going to get my individual forward. So I can go in and come and go say as many stupid things that you all want to say. Because it's one thing to dance, but another thing when you don't even come and say. Enough views. And let me tell you something, it's the most dangerous people in Jamaica right now, apart from the politician them, are dunce people. You see, a group of dunce people is a dangerous set of people, whether you like it, yes or no. And I get to find out that this country that we love so much, admire, respect our cultural boundaries, become a no man's land. Jamaica become a place where you can take any junk come put in here. And the Prime Minister, they don't tell we already say, you don't have to born in Jamaica to be a Jamaican, or not because you're born in Jamaica, that doesn't make you a Jamaican. You understand? So when you see him taking the petty fires them, the rapists them and the child minister them, he's basically telling us this from time way ahead that I can take anybody I want to take in Jamaica and make them Jamaican as long as money is in play. No. If I was as dieted as some persons, I now come out, come say nothing, you know. If I dieted to a particular party and I see what the party is going on, which I am going to keep my mouth shut.
True.
But dunceness and corruption celebrate together in Jamaica.
True.
And you realize that persons don't even know what they're benefiting from in this country. And I've said it on several occasions, that everything that the poor should have benefited from,
Vice, big up,
it's not available. No. When you look at what is happening to the politicians in this country, all is happening, they are getting richer and richer. And poor people swimming in squalor. Look at all the politicians when they went in power. Remember when Floyd Green went over Agriculture Ministry, he was 119 pounds lighter.
True.
Before Mr. Owens become leader.
Good life.
He was he was 98 pounds lighter.
Fox.
When Marlon Morgan, before he gone over Education Ministry, he was 129 pounds lighter.
Wow.
Darrell Vez, before he become Transport and Energy Minister and thief up the money them, he was 72 pounds lighter. Okay?
I'm dead.
When him thief up the money them at Petrojam and leave Petrojam, he was 84 pounds lighter than he has today. When you look at the weight that these politicians have gained over the years by illicit enriching themselves out of poor people's purse, and the same poor people them out here defending, it breaks my heart.
True, man.
And this is why I say when you have a group of dunce people in one place, it is a dangerous thing. It is dangerous. It's like unexplainable what is happening in this country. When I hear the Prime Minister's voice rang in my head over time, talking about accountability, talking about how he's going to rid corruption and corruption can't in party, talking about holding people accountable. And when I look at FLA board, give a man gun license 25 days after I'm dead. When I look at $24 million gone over Education Ministry, when I look at $521 million with gone over Health Ministry, plus a $294,000 that disappear from over the health, and look at all the wealth that Christopher Tufton have him apartment them down a St. Anne's, down at Chaka Cove did them. His nursing homes, his morgues, his ambulances. When the hospital themselves, the public hospitals have no ambulance, it's a shame. When I look at the $1.4 billion that Darrell Voss stole from poor people, and we're crying out for procurement receipt until today, we don't see no receipt, all the rest of bus them when we say on top of bus, we can't see the rest of bus them today. When we look at the clerk of the house, 29 million, I want to blame the bank. When we look at the money with Bigfoot thief and the land them when Mr. Honest thief give Bigfoot. When we look at the leader of this country in court that tries to strike out illicit enrichment. When we look at the leader accusation against the leader for wash, rinse and hang out dirty money. When we look at the leader fight with all his might to make sure that illicit enrichment stays out of the book, it is unheard of. We have a leader that almost over 5 years, going 6 years, have not declared statutory declaration. It is unheard of. When we have a leader that gets $1.44 billion to help a Category 5 hurricane victims and have not helped them, it is unheard of. When we hear a leader said $500,000 to the victims who lost everything, it is unheard of. How 500,000 are going to rebuild? What 500,000 I can do? It is shameful. This is shameful. When you look at how this government spending the money in this country, it is embarrassing. And the diarched laborats them out here defending 1 p.m. Shower, 1 p.m. Now 1 p.m. sign an agreement to take in all these rapists, child molesters and pedophiles in the country, and they still saying 1 p.m. Again, a set of dunce people, a group of dunce people is very dangerous. On top of not using their common sense. It's just strong will be surviving in this country right now.
I wonder when God protect I go survive.
I'm sick to my stomach because I thought that we would be fighting for Jamaica, we wouldn't be fighting for green, and we wouldn't be fighting for orange. I thought we'd be fighting for a better future for our children and grandchildren. I didn't think in my wildest dream that we would be fighting for a leader that does nothing for the country than embarrassing things, torturing, corruption. I've seen corruption in its highest form in this country from I learned politics until now. Never ever. No, when we are asking Mr. Olness to step aside along with Andrew Weekly, persons, go take him down. You guys are not smart. I have every right to ask Mr. Olness to step aside with Andrew Weekly because they're both sailing in the same boat. Of course. And it would be unfair to ask him to let Andrew Weekly step aside while he's still standing there. Both of them are in the same boat.
True.
It is a sad day for Jamaica.
Of course, dark day.
And we still have more crazy days ahead. You better believe it. Jamaica is not what it used to be.
No.
When Mr. Olness say fully done, I really didn't believe people was going to become actually as done as we are today.
Fully done.
73 to 75% of the nation is illiterate. That is proven statistic. Jesus Christ.
What happened to the video?
Percent of the literacy in Jamaica, we're not celebrate together in Jamaica. And you realize that persons don't even know what they're benefiting from in this country, and I've said it on several occasions. Talking about how he's going to rid corruption and corruption can't in party. Talking about holding people accountable. And when I look at SLA board, give a man gun license 25 days after I'm dead. When I look at $24 million gone over education,
yeah, I remember that.
When I look at $521 million were gone over health ministry, plus a $294,000 US that disappear from over the health ministry, and look at all the wealth that Christopher Tufton have him apart them down a St. Thomas, down where Chaka Cove did them, his nursing homes, his morgues, his ambulances. When the hospital laboratories them out here, defending 1 p.m. Shower, 1 p.m. Now 1 p.m. sign an agreement to take in all these rapists, child molesters and pedophiles in the country, and they still say 1 p.m.
Yeah.
A set and done speaking.
Yeah.
A group and done speak is very dangerous. And Papa are not using their common sense. It's just as strong will be surviving in this country right now. And I'm sick to my stomach because I thought that we would be fighting for Jamaica, we wouldn't be fighting for green, and we wouldn't be fighting for orange. I thought we'd be fighting for Jamaica, better future for our children and grandchildren. I didn't think in my wildest dream that we would be fighting for a leader that does nothing for the country than embarrassing things, torturing, corruption. I've seen corruption in its highest form in this country from I learned politics until now. Never ever. No, when we are asking Mr. Olness to step aside along with Andrew Weekly, persons, go take him down. You guys are not smart. I have every right to ask Mr. Olness to step aside with Andrew Weekly because they both sailing in the same boat. And it would be unfair to ask him to let
something wrong with that video.
Andrew Weekly step aside while he's still standing there. Both of them are in the same boat. It is a sad day for Japan and become actually as dunce as we are today. 73 to 75% of the nation is illiterate. That is proven. Jamaica, you see the one Andrew Tiefley in Parliament talking about he innocent and blah blah blah, and when the news team catch him outside, he ran.
That is funny, honey.
Andrew Tiefley.
That's funny. Oh my God, that is funny.
Let us change the narrative that this is what the people voted for.
You know, sometimes I really feel bad when I look in my comments and I see people saying that is what you voted for. In real life, we have a lot more PNP supporters in Jamaica than JLP supporters. And PM Olness went in the 2025 election with 49 seats. Okay? They voted him out totally. He lost. Okay? And we know it. And his reaction and how he's treating the Jamaican people tells you the fact. Okay? He lost it. The reason why Mr. Olness get a chance to steal the election is because Mackie G is an integrity person and went in the election with a clean heart and a clean slate to deal with the situation the way that it should have been dealt with. Unlike Mr. Olness, who went in the election with his criminal intent and all of the tricky ways to manipulate persons who are totally hypnotized by him. Mr. Olness knows how to play dirty politics on top of all the tricks and trade that he played during the election time. But you know, if we're gonna be frank and think about it, come on guys, he lost. Mr. Olness was voted out. PM went in with 49 seats. He was voted out. In real life, PM Olness won 12 seats. And we're not going to be hypocritical. If you look at all the stream and lane and gully and foolishness and all of the things that we have gone through in the 2025 general election, we don't want no more evidence. The criminality that Mr. Olness brought to the election. You know, so we really need to change the old thing where we're telling people that that is what they voted for. Because honestly, he was voted out. If you went in a general election with 49 seats, okay? And came out with actually nothing till you have to go as deep and doggish as stealing the election, you lost. Look at how Mr. Owen is treating his own place when they are quoting Mr. Buchanan for. That is a perfect example. And you see this narrative create a boundary between the people of Jamaica because you have a set and say yes and that you no vote for. And you know it is creating an unnecessary friction between us and we need to really take our time. I know it's not going to be easy, but we just need to sit down and really look into the fact.
No, I appreciate where London 45 are trying to do, you know. But to tell the truth, London 45 is not going to work. You still have a lab rat them in the comment section that talk about 4 term loading. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. They want to just go and continue to suffer till they learn. Hard days make a soft fast. You understand? And that's going to go on. They have to continue to suffer before they learn. You know, enough people now factor in the spiritual side of this thing, you know. Andrew always have the people them under one spell here. Just remember somebody telling you that. And I know me say, and the man of God say, the whole entire island lacking a witchcraft. You feel what I say? So, I don't know, normal. Let's continue. You know, simple like what you think it is.
We need to cut out that narrative because at the end of the day, what is happening to the Jamaican people right now, they didn't vote for that. The few persons that vote for Mr. Holness, he never win the election, so I'm not going to say that. But we need to cut out the fight here. The unnecessary fight here, saying that them vote for, we need to cut out the narrative there. Because it didn't happen. PM Holness is a master manipulator. And not just that too. You see, if you go and look back on the interviews back, when they asked what was the domination of persons, it was female dominated. And most of the female just interested in the PM because of interest. Them a look man. A man no for them a look. Make them love Mr. Holness. You understand what I'm saying? So you see, at the end of the day, he was never a male-dominated factor, even though I'm still out demanding battle.
That is funny, honey.
At the end of the day, we need to change the narrative. Okay, it's hurting me. It's hurting me, and it is also hurting persons who definitely know that they didn't vote it for that. You know what I'm saying? Because at this moment, as I said, the Prime Minister has overstepped his boundary, and he showed the Jamaican people enough. So you see the few little bird there when I fly around and I feed him, and I take up feed when I go make them the bad, because right now the old Jamaica who have sense and have any local education and understanding and use them common sense, see that Mr. Holness failed the people. He failed the people and he failed the country miserably. Okay, so guys, we're going to take time work on the narrative there. Okay, says that the people didn't vote for, because that is not what they voted for. He was voted out.
Let us.
Guys, did you all see when they asked the security minister if the local Jamaicans will be benefiting from the money that the American government is paying to the Jamaican government to let in the criminals and pedophile them in the country? Did you hear the security minister respond? He said, no, it's not like that. Jamaica and America, they are allies. So we now go get none of the money. The money I go share up between Mr. Holness, Audrey Marks, Arias Chan, Darrell Vase, Andrew Tiefley, what the next man and the Governor General and Bigfoot. So Laurent sit down and diatic can stay the diatic, because we only can diatic to ourselves, our country and our people. That's all I can tell them about. We're not getting none of the money. The only thing we are gonna get are when them come try violate. Believe you me. So let us start praying.
Keep a straight face.
Guys, somebody tag the group Young Jamaican for me and ask them, say, if them ask Mr. Holness to step aside here and Andrew Weekling, because them ask the accountability and go on like say, them want to get rid of corruption. And them ask Mackie G about statutory declaration and Mackie G something come out. We don't hear them, but don't see them ask Mr. Holness about his one. Wanna tag them this to me, Young Jamaican, wanna go and go tell Mr. Holness and Andrew Weekling if you step down for me, please. Wanna put on a bulletproof vest because we don't afraid of him. We know we're afraid of Mr. Holness. Put on a vest and ask him, be brave. Somebody tag the group Young Jamaican for me and ask them, say, if them ask Mr. Holness to step aside here and Andrew Weekling, because them ask the accountability and go on like say, them want to get rid of corruption. And them ask Mackie G about statutory declaration and Mackie G something come out. We don't hear them, but don't see them ask Mr. Holness about his one. Wanna tag them this to me, young Jamaican, on go and go tell Mr. Honest and Andrew Wheatley to step down for me, please. Uno put on a bulletproof vest because we know afraid of him. We know afraid of Mr. Honest. Put on a vest and go ask him, be brave. Somebody tag the group Young Jamaican for me and ask them, say, if them ask Mr. Honest to step aside here and you lady will just come up in my inbox, come tell me about no matter what my tax and no matter what I do at 1 p.m. Remember, say 1 p.m. a criminal. Remember that we still want to know where 1 p.m. get the dirty money we use build him house. Remember that 1 p.m. stop the program when him 360 degrees when them did that investigate where him get the money from build him house and him come and talk about bad man. We the people have every right to know where that money come from. Remember that he couldn't say Mr. Honest after answer to the general public. So I don't know why I act like I don't know Mr. Honest a top criminal. Honest stop act like the man on the top thief. Mr. Honest can declare Mr. Honest all know. If you tell me where we get dirty money, then we might wash rates and hang out. Unless Mr. Honest having wickedness to wash out when it come on to dirty money. The best way of washing dirty money is build apartments, buy properties in and around different places of the country. And that you lady will just come with that impulse, come tell me about no matter what.
What am do? Let me ask you. When it's all of that, caution. When it's all of that, yes, sir. It might be done. I agree. Right? What you going to do? What you going to do? Try the mass protest as well. Try the mass protest as well. You think we might have them big armored vehicles? You think we have SWAT for nothing? Increase the police to 15,000, 10,000 Nigeria for nothing? Just try it as well. Try to disable the economy as well. What do you try? Yes, sir. Let's try it.
A joke.
What am I do? Let me ask you. When it's all.
Yes, sir.
So I hear elaborate and cautions live saying that if they keep the mass protests to try destabilize the economy, what Mr. Honest is going to do to them, and if he think that Mr. Honest increased the JDF and the JCF by 15,000 if he did that for no reason. He's also saying that all the SWAT vehicle them and things that Mr. Honest purchased if he think he did that for no reason. And this is to show you, Jamaica, when I said don't take over Jamaica, I take over Jamaica because with all of what is going on in this country, we have a dilated, elaborate support of telling people that, listen, if you ever try to displace the economy by keeping a mass protest, Mr. Honest is going to send out them come kill you off. Whenever you're not going to let me tell you something news for you. And we the people have the power, and if the people them come out strong and we go out there strong and have mass protest, Mr. Honest can't do nothing about it. Nothing. And what you have to understand is small brains where you have. If the people decide to come out tomorrow and mass protest at my Jamaica, I run where Mr. Honest I go run where. You think you have more?
Tonight, we are going to witness the most anticipated match in the history of professional wrestling for the heavyweight championship of the world. Are you ready? Wrestling fans, are you ready?
Yo! Yo!
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. From the capital city of the United States of America, Washington, D.C., ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
If the people them come out strong and we go out there strong and have mass protest, Mr. Honest can't do nothing about it. Nothing. And what you have to understand with the small brains where you have. If the people decide to come out tomorrow and mass protest at my Jamaica, I run where Mr. Honest I go run where. You think you have more police and soldier and SWAT team in Jamaica than regular average Jamaicans? You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. And this is what called dilated. This is what we are talking about when we say people dunce and still not use them common sense. You're going to tell the people with such arrogance, say the Prime Minister going to send SWAT team out there to go kill them off if them keep the mass protest for destabilize the economy with what this man is doing to the people of this country. Oh my God. Well, let me tell you something. If the people them come out strong, and the harder them come, and the harder them SWAT team they go fall, because they are not more than the average Jamaican. So they're not, you come like you never know about the gas riot. You don't know about what the things that they go on in Jamaica when people are protest. But let me tell you something. Don't count your egg them before it hatch, because something is growing. And you see him one, I forgot running a one hole go hide. Remember me tell you that, because you go hide because of your mouth. Look at what is happening in Jamaica right now, and you have the guts to tell people about Mr. Owners don't increase JCF and JDF by 15,000 members for no reason. And him not buy all of them SWAT vehicles for no reason. You got to be kidding me. This is the perfect meaning of dunce. Jesus of mercy.
Owners has to make the call. Does he fire him or ask him, direct him to resign? Holiness has to make the call. Does he fire him or ask him, direct him? Holiness has to make the call.
One London 45, no sir. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to think, yeah, man. Wow, Splash DJ and mash me up, but I go call him back. I'm a general, you know? Like, share, and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, man, Splash DJ and mash me up, I have to call him back. I have to call him back. Hold on, let's Splash DJ. Thank you so much, Michelle. Splash DJ are big supporter at platform, you know? So. As much as I run out of time, you know, I have 20 minutes left. I'm going to go by time. See what the general I say, yeah, man. Splash the Jimmy, I call it for one different number, you know, bro.
Hello?
Yeah, man, a bowler, man. Talk, my general.
No, more than I say, really, man. When I say on the numbers BOLO, on a regular processing, 25 people normally come Jamaica on a deportation list, you know. We normally have over 25 persons. So I wonder if there is a zero we miss from the 25 for the month, or there's a one we're missing for 125 per week. Because it's not feasible for no country to send just 25 persons on a plane.
That is a solid question and a solid argument, General.
And secondly, only men from third country, third nation, are going to be deported to Jamaica. What about the women then? Because if I saw we have to go look on it, we just build back the population by other race, because right now Jamaica is an open state. So we are going to talk about the men then. What about women? They say there is no woman with violent crime acts in America who is said to be deported as well.
Boy, that is a very interesting take. It's a good question, bro. Continue.
Yeah, so if them are sending men them, what about the other criminals them? Or what age group of men you're gonna send? You're gonna send juvenile also with disturbing record and
No. The document clearly said that there'll be no minors. So that's what the document said that came on in the Gleaner. There'll be no minors there. No unaccompanied minors. No, none of that.
Yes, so basically that means what about all of these people? Yeah? Are women involved? We don't know if women involved. We don't hear about rapists, pedophiles, and all these people, child molesters. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
But what about, and those are atrocious crime or whatever it want to be, horrible crime people we are sent back home to Jamaica. So we need to look, because when Asian come, a man, woman, and minors come across the border, the waters, and the government send them back. But the government now is openly upset, whether to upset just male criminal convicts from the American country.
Yeah,
So
bro.
that's basically that. Basically that. So we can either look at 125 or we can look at 250 deportees for the month they have come to Jamaica. Because Jamaica government never put the bill. And if them are send 25, it never feasible for America to send 25 a week. Normally deportees don't normally come for regular passenger fare. So them normally host a group of them, more than 25 deportees. So either that plane are going to make a chance or stop by other countries as well.
And that one I suggest, you know. I in there. DJ, that one I suggest, you know.
Come on, I hear you, man.
Yeah, that one I suggest probably them a fly the plane, come and so stop, go somewhere else, stop, go somewhere else, stop. But still, it's still a cost the same way.
It will cost a whole lot to the US government, and that them are trying to save back for money. So the hidden question, the JLP upset the 25, and we know they're not easily upset for numbers. So there will probably be a hidden number, a 125 or a 250 for the month. That's just my take on it.
All right, my brother. Every time Splash Digi, you know, say Splash Digi always come with a serious argument and a waste of time business, you know. That is it. All right, so right now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going at the final leg of the program, which is the most important leg. So the persons then were actually still with us. We're not going good. I can tell you that right now. We're not going on very good, man. Keep it up. Keep it up, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at this right here. Most important part, I show this. I'm big up the people who were there earlier too, you know, because I don't expect nobody for there 4 hours and 5 hours with it, but for the ones them that are here that time, God bless you. Yeah, but these are the most important message, the two most important messages that I have to share right now, ladies and gentlemen. Check this out.
And it is also telling us that Jamaica is in a mess. We're between the devil and the deep blue sea, between a rock and a hard place. And it's all because leaders have decided to do what? This is a serious matter. And it is also telling us that Jamaica is in a mess. We're between the devil and the deep blue sea, between a rock and a hard place. And it is all because leaders have decided to do what they feel like doing.
What they want to do.
Huh? Without consulting the people. And most importantly, consulting God. So the chickens are now coming home to roost.
Them don't want to hear that, Pastor.
And there are more demands. Notice the list that is published, and there is more. There are more demands to come. The screws are being tightened. The screws are being tightened. And where demands are made and those demands are not acceded to, there are other consequences.
Yep.
Both to leaders involved and also the nation. This is not a pretty situation. It was prophesied. And so we need to pray like we have never prayed before, because it will impact every aspect and facet of living. It's going to impact travel. in terms of who gets visa and whose visa will be revoked and all sorts of stuff.
Yep.
And it's more than visa, but I'm just using it because everybody who likes to travel, and it's almost like the visa is end all and be all and end all. Well,
yeah.
a number of persons are going to be impacted, including those in top leadership, as the screws are tightened and certain demands are going to be made. It's going to have implication also for aid. We already are suffering in terms of handling the growing crisis, food, medicine, and other things. Agricultural inputs and other forms of input, raw materials. So when the screws are tightened, that, how are we going to manage? It is going to be reflected in the pharmacies, reflected in the hospitals, reflected in the supermarket, reflected in the wholesale, reflected in the service industries and so on. Let me drop another big one in. Tourism. It's going to impact it. Tourism. There could also be increased tariffs. And that one is a killer as well. Import, export. So this is where things are going, friends. And so I repeat for the umpteenth time. 3 consecutive days of national mourning, fasting, prayer, and repentance, or else the screws are going to be tightened and tightened and tightened. And guess what? Those of you who are in construction, you know what happens. Something is going to break, and it's not just one thing, right? A number of things break when you over-tighten screws. And especially when you're talking about screws, big screws that are holding different things together. Sometimes this screw busts up, but more often than not, it's that which, because of tension.
Excellent.
So whole part of a system rupture because it can't move. Systems are shut down. Persons are being squeezed in different ways. So that's the direction in which we are going. And I'm speaking prophetically. And so I use the opportunity to call on the nation of Jamaica through the leaders. Obviously, they cannot. They are not in a position to lead the season of repentance, fasting, and prayer. But they can call it. And then the Lord will give instruction to who are the persons who will guide that most sacred process so that he now can step in and reset things over Jamaica, reset things Jamaican partners. And one of the things I haven't even mentioned, and that's for another story, is the impact that it is going to have on the relationship with the dragon. Because remember now, billions of dollars have been involved in terms of different agreements with the dragon. And as the screws are tight, remember, according to the Monroe Doctrine, the Caribbean Basin partners, and one of the things I haven't even mentioned, and that's for another story, is the impact that it is going to have on the relationship with the dragon. Because remember now, billions of dollars have been involved in terms of different agreements with the dragon. And as the screws are tight, remember, according to the Monroe Doctrine, the Caribbean Basin, comprising Jamaica, is the United States backyard. And they have said they will not tolerate anyone else operating in their backyard, taking it over. So it is going to impact also relationship with the dragon. How are we going to handle that as well? When we have been cozying up in bed with the dragon for these years. And everywhere you look around us, the footprints, the fingerprints, the kisses, etc. of the dragon are all around. we're in for some interesting times, friends. No matter what they...
Jamaica, digest that little bit here. I don't know if you're following a word and a verse on TikTok, but I would invite you guys to go and do so. And make sure you listen to the man of God. And I would say to persons that deter people from the men and women of God, seek God's counsel. You don't want to make a mistake and deter persons from the words of warning that God sent through the men and women of God. That is a sin within itself, and it is a very impactful sin. You know, persons would say, oh, don't listen to this person and don't listen to that person. Be very careful. Be very careful. I would advise persons to do that. Anyone that is doing that, you don't know yourself. That came in my spirit. Be very careful. Same thing then do with Pastor Peter Chambers. Same thing then do with Mark Stewart. Be very careful, ladies and gentlemen. Be very careful. Alright? Let's go to the next video. When the people don't get the warning, the blood is now on your shoulder. If you don't want to share the video, that's fine enough. But telling people not to watch the men and women of God, deterring them from the word, that's a whole different ball game. Be very careful. As the man said otherwise, a word to the wise is sufficient. Let's continue.
Right? The audio is there. He says, our intention, he stated clearly, is to send the most despicable human beings. That's what the Secretary of State said at the White House press conference or briefing. And what does he mean by the most despicable human beings? The same man you saw came here and shook hands with the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister is behaving as if it's Uncle Dory and all is nice. No, all is not well. Listen what he said. Said the Trump administration is actively working to send the most despicable human beings, i.e., pedophiles, rapists, and perverts, to third countries far from America to keep the U.S. safe and prevent them from returning across the border. So you tell me, how much money can you offer any nation to house persons? And we are not stigmatizing anyone, but if persons are guilty of offenses and so on, and you want to come and send them, we already have our problems here. So much problem, including among our leaders, political leaders and others. Problems, as you have seen. And we are going to take, we are now forced to take people from all different other nations to come here. And in many instances, they have criminal records or else are suspicious of, in terms of their thing. And the United States are saying, we don't want them because we want to be safe. So we don't want to be safe in Jamaica. But that's what happens when we have leaders who are licky-licky, leaders who cannot be trusted, leaders who themselves are not in right standing, and the powers that be globally know their dark, murky secrets and threaten them to say that if you don't do so and so, then we're going to do so and so. It's not just revoking of visas. You saw what happened to Maduro and his wife. That's an example. So many leaders are trembling in their boots, including leaders here in Jamaica. Right? The audio is there. He says, oh.
So, he spoke on both things, ladies and gentlemen. Prophecies are there. The screws are being tightened. Jamaica is the only way is repentance. And the only way to escape the judgment itself of the entire island is the repentance, the calling of the repentance from the leaders, Andrew Willis and others. Well, Andrew Willis really. For 3 days fasting, prayer and repentance. And then from that directive, the real men and women of God will be guided as to what to do. But if that's not done, hardship is going to take each and every one of us here on the island. Lord will obviously take care of his own, because that's what the Lord does. You understand? He protects the righteous, even in the harshest circumstances. And those people have been guided to pray and prepare and repent. And those persons have been doing that for a long time now. Alright? So, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Like, share, and subscribe again. Go to our Word and a Verse on TikTok. Explore the contents of the page. There's a lot of prophecy there. Oh, by the way, for the FLA, there's a message for the FLA. Remember this prophecy, guys. Listen to this.
By or before the end of July 2026, we are decreeing and declaring, effective immediately, that the hand of God, that God will visit this entity, removing those who are to be removed, and to replace such individuals with righteous men and women of God. We are speaking righteousness over the FLA, that the hand of God will move, that he'll dispatch his angels, yes, to visit that entity, and that sweeping changes be orchestrated by the hand of God, since those who have been placed in the position to ensure that this agency, FLA, is properly managed and regulated for the functions given to it, right, alongside the functions given to it, they have failed, and they refuse to step aside. Then now we're asking God in Christ by his Holy Spirit to visit this entity, such that Christ by his Holy Spirit to visit this entity, such that righteousness can spring forth in the FLA from top to middle to bottom in Jesus' name. And we're expecting,
what happened,
as we pray the process through, that God will shake this entity, shake this authority, shake this body, such that those who are not rightly aligned will be shaken from the entity and be replaced by men and women of righteousness in Jesus' name. And this will have a ripple effect right across the Ministry of National Security and the government on the whole, in Jesus' name. So as we continue our season of fasting and prayer, today being the final day of the 7th week, 12 midnight to 12 noon, and we are going to be stepping into week 8 at 12 midnight later on. We will continue, and this is going to be a recurring item on the prayer list. Let us pray for this entity, that God will intervene and shift what is to be shifted, remove those who are to be removed and replaced, so that righteousness can spring forth in Jesus' name.
All I can say is thank God for God, thank God for the remnant, thank God for the apostles, thank God for the prophets, thank God for all his servants that are called to do his work. Thank God for every single one of them. Because if they were not standing in the gap, Jamaica would have done already. Alright, Jamaica got on destruction, Broad Road. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section, ladies and gentlemen. Like, share, and subscribe. Alright, that is it. BOLO V&R, BOLO TBV. I'm going to forward later, so I'm going to end the live. I'm going to keep the live and end the live. I'm going to come back about 11 p.m. See? So we see you then. The word is love. No come on. Alright, TikTok, that's the one live for the day me I do, you know. So soon tomorrow. The word is love. Check out the videos them. Go subscribe to my YouTube page. Check out the video them. The link is in the bio of my YouTube page. Alright guys? Big up on yourself. Alright? You can stay the mock God here. God on time. You can stay the mock God. As a matter of fact. I now tolerate certain things in my life, you know. In our real life. I tolerate. Later, Saturday.